it was like relatively close, or maybe, I think we were up by a good amount. Then all of a sudden we scored like 15 points in like a minute. So it was kind of a repeat of that.
I agree. Go Cavs. I also realized I don't have a VIP right now.
Oh, can you see the game?
No.
Here, I'll fix it on my phone. See, if Jackson's going to shuffle these VIPs, the least he could do is give them back, Jeez, Jackson.
Unbelievable. Anyway, though, how is the league going to respond now that there's only 29 teams, now that the Cavs laid one in waste with that Cavalanche? Is this the Adam Silver's way of expanding the league subtly? You just eliminate one of the more historic franchises?
the Cavs just took them off the map. It was crazy. BG was on the stream yesterday witnessing his franchise just go to ruin.
Unbelievable. The house that Michael Jordan built, Donovan Mitchell destroyed. It's a tough world. We'd lose the likes of Josh Giddey, which I don't think anyone's upset about. Kobe White, a little more sad. And Zach Collins, the draft darling of many years ago.
Yeah, I think I got your VIP sorted here. I had to remove one. Nate B, if you're in the chat, I took it away just because I don't know if he's been here. I haven't seen him in the chat. I'm checking it. He's not here right now, so I took it from Nate B.
Nate somewhere is clenching his fist.
Yeah, he can't believe it. If he comes back, I'll make sure he gets it. But he might be on the YouTube chat because he usually is on the YouTube chat. That's why I figured I could just take it from him here.
The nickname Renaissance. Yeah, I saw that was on Twitter.
Wait, who's the Renaissance?
The nickname Renaissance. How like everyone they're trying to apply nicknames to like 30 players.
Who's the Renaissance?
Oh no, I don't know. I think they're just saying like now that nicknames are on like.
Okay, now I get what you're saying. I thought you were saying someone was nicknamed Renaissance, but we're saying it is a nickname Renaissance. All the nicknames are coming back. That's now I get it. That was our who's on first moment.
I'm definitely behind the concept of it because as thrilling as it is that most nicknames have been like Ant or Shea or
they haven't been
Giannis.
They haven't been too great, but the predicament apparently has stuck for Mobley. The official Cavs page posted it today. A lot of the NBA pages are posting the nicknames, but the predicament has been certified. Bam Adebayo, the onomatopoeia on the other team. It's got the predicament versus the onomatopoeia. I don't know who else is any other nicknames that are out there. Does Alec Burks have one? Probably not.
Cavs legend.
Alec Burks. Shaker Heights legend. Terry Rozier, Scary Terry.
Kevin Love, some scrub.
Yeah. Not too familiar with that guy's game.
No. I heard his wife's pretty ugly too, so.
Jeez. Shots have been fired. Houdini for Burks? Okay. Sure. That's what B-Ball reference says, at least, according to Demo. Demo, yesterday, guess what I did in your honor? I don't know if you heard me before because I know you were at the game, so I don't know if you had the volume on. I went to Dairy Queen and I got a chocolate.
I also went to Dairy Queen.
Oh, wait, let's go. What was your order?
I got a mint Oreo Blizzard.
Hell yeah. I got the chocolate one, but we were talking about that on stream. Dairy Queen. It had been a while. I haven't been there in a minute. And so Demo mentioned it, and I was like, damn, I got to go get Dairy Queen. It was amazing. They didn't turn it upside down. I should have got my money back. But it was
on your next trip.
Absolutely fire. Yeah.
I saw that they do that in the asterisk. It's next time. And it's like, because they know you're going to forget.
Yeah. But it was still great. It was absolutely fire. And they gave Apollo a pup cup. They gave him some ice cream. So he was happy too.
Wow. What a win-win.
Yeah, it really was. Damn, look at that injury report.
Yeah, it's all right.
Everyone's on it.
My major issue, and the chat can let me know if there's avid DQ people out there, because I like DQ every once in a while. But the issue with Blizzards is if you don't get a small, you're gonna have vanilla ice cream kind of be the bottom third of your Blizzard, regardless of what you got, because they just some like high schooler just puts in the drizzle, whatever else is in there, and blend it. But they only go like a third of the way. So the top is like ultra flavorful, and then it's vanilla ice cream from the bottom up.
Yeah, I usually get the chocolate, but it's the same thing. I feel like by the time you get to the bottom, it's basically just the ice cream. You don't get as much of the blizzard parts of it, but you know what? Still enjoyable. Still an enjoyable little treat.
It's a rough transition if you're going from what's supposed to be mint to vanilla.
Yeah, I could see that. See, I get the regular Oreo, so it's not as much of a transition. But yeah, when you go from mint to just vanilla, that would definitely be a stark contrast.
I was like, damn. I agree. The blue jerseys are clean.
Yeah, I do love them. Wait, who's the ad hominem fallacy? I remember seeing this one too. I forget I forget who he is. But yeah.
God,
So
I don't remember
okay,
what losing's like.
I know Mobley's the predicament. They tried to make Mitchell the director, but I don't think that stuck. Did have any of the Cavs nicknames stuck? Does the chat know? I think it's just the predicament.
What do they call Isaac Okoro modern day Jordan?
Pretty much, yeah. I think
or is that just itself.
This? His game speaks for itself.
I was listening to the weekly Russillo Simmons pod, and they talked about the Cavs, and then of course Okoro is the only player that takes gets shade in it. The Cavs are really deep, except when they have to play Okoro out there. But
they don't know ball. They haven't seen the light on Okoro Island yet.
Not even
billing him as the paranormal activity. That's kind of funny.
Jalen Green, the ad hominem fallacy.
Jokic's nickname is just rude. That's not even a nickname. Someone's personal agenda just going at him. It's not gonna stick.
I'm surprised Nico didn't reply and say, "Nah, that's Doncic."
Yeah, right. Look at my front court, man. Best nicknames in the NBA.
Thompson.
Yeah, what's Tristan Thompson's?
The Crypto King.
Bitcoin. Yeah, Crypto King.
The loyal husband. They just write themselves.
They really do. SGA's the conundrum.
I don't see Ty Jerome on here, so that's a problem.
Yeah, Ty Jerome needs one. Milk, we've already established is not going to be the nickname. I like Typhoon, but I don't know. It's more of a verb. You know, it's more of a thing that happens.
Typhlosion.
Yeah, the Typhlosion. I saw that get floated out there. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. is the ethical dilemma. Which is crazy.
Kevin Porter Jr. should be pumped he even got a nickname.
Yeah, I was surprised he even got one.
To get that.
All right, here we go. Max Strus starting it off. Cavs looking for their 12th straight victory. They're currently on their third 10-game win streak of the year, or double-digit win streak.
So is the new bit that we talk about Timothée Chalamet's road to an Oscar?
Yeah, we gotta start pushing the agenda earlier this time for Marty Supreme. Apparently, it's going to be his next opportunity.
Marty Supreme.
Yeah, I think that's the name of the new movie. I don't know when that comes out, but I think that's the name of what he's going to be in next. Oh, Kevin Love.
It's not Little Women 3.
No, they're saving that one for the reunion. I can't believe this is Kevin's first time back in Cleveland. Playing.
I know. I think I remember one of the times last year it was just literally rest though.
Yeah.
He wasn't built for it. Case in point.
And Mobley.
Damn it. Noted shot blocker. K-Love going to work. Heck yeah, that dude embraces contact.
Love to see the two bigs trying to be aggressive at least. Yeah, they're trying to treat him like barbecue chicken. I think they'll end up winning this matchup as the night goes on. Something tells me Jared Allen will figure it out. Jared Allen was awesome yesterday, by the way. What do you have? 25 points, 17 rebounds. He shot 10 of 11 from the floor. Mikey McNuggets tweeted out an absolutely ridiculous stat, according to his research. So if it's wrong, you can blame him. But I think he verified it. Apparently, Jared Allen, for games of 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 90% shooting from the field, it's Jared Allen number 2 and Wilt Chamberlain number 1. Jared Allen's done it 3 times.
I think I saw that on some official. I think that is fact.
Yeah, it sounded like he'd verified it. So, I mean, it's a really weird stat because Jared Allen has only done it 3 times, and that's second most in NBA history. But hey, it's a stat. Yeah, give me
Surprised
Jared
like
over Wilt.
Thunder Rust and like get near there.
Yeah.
2K my player point guard Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Whoa. Double step back from Terry. Nope.
that guy went from the free throw line all the way down to the
Yeah,
perimeter.
that was a huge step back.
Hmm.
All right, Cavs moving the ball, trying to get something here. Uh-oh, DG stumbled. DG has gotten off some
Good
rough
dish.
starts recently, so I'd like to see him just shoot the ball well tonight. Nice. Yeah, old kid, I agree. Allen is definitely more than just a rim running big. That's kind of the box that he got placed into because he's really good at running rim to rim, but he's a very talented player. Like he has a lot of talent. It's kind of buried by just being the fourth most talented player on the team. Mitchell, Garland, and Mobley definitely outshine him. But every once in a while, you see the moments where you're like, oh wow, like 25 and 17. That's a monster game. And it makes sense that Jared Allen's the fourth option. Whoa, and here's a potential 4-point play. But yeah, Jared Allen is much more than just like a stereotypical rim running big. He's got a lot of skill.
Yeah, no, he's basically Nick Claxton. That's what the casuals want to tell you, or the people who think correctly. Mitchell Robinson, Nick Claxton, Jared Allen, synonyms. Changed my mind.
So is Davion Mitchell like the imposter? Is that his nickname? Because he's basically just he tried so hard to be Donovan Mitchell. So can we just call him the imposter? Is that fair? Has anyone come up with that yet?
Davion Mitchell has become one of those players that is now in the your name is more valuable than your play.
Pretty much. There we go, DG. What did he start 1 of 12 last night?
Mm-hmm.
The knockoff. That's another good one. Yeah.
Great value.
Oh, Alec Burks. He's gonna let us know. China. That's just mean, Dan. DG. Oh, yeah. So last night, Darius he shot the ball really poorly, but something that I wrote in the grades, and I think I tweeted it too, is that I will always prefer Darius to unload the clip even when he's not shooting that well. Now, obviously, there's limits to that, but as compared to last year when he would, by the way, bam, hitting a 3. Wow, the onomatopoeia stretching the floor here. But I would always prefer DG to stay confident and keep looking for his shot. And like the first Boston game is an example of that going wrong. But yesterday was an example of it going right because he did, he didn't shoot the ball that well, but he did have a flurry of 3-pointers at the end of the first half, and he hit back-to-back threes during that avalanche at the end. So that's why I like him to stay aggressive because he's a talented enough player that he can get out of a slump if he keeps shooting, but you can't let him disappear. And so I thought that was overall a good game from Garland, despite the fact that he shot, I think, 7 of 22. Oof.
All right. Kareem Abdul-Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here?
Onomatopoeia going off. Who loves the new nickname?
He's gotten a second wind off this nickname.
Did Jonathan Kuminga get a different nickname? Because I know he was probably really
God,
pumped
yeah.
to
He's probably
lose his.
excited. That's a relief for him to get a new one.
He's like, dear God, please.
Here we go. They're really feeding Bam here, Kevin. All right, the bigs stretching the floor against us right now. Evan Mobley going to try to get Kevin Love back.
This feels a little personal.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Oh,
come on.
One more
Get
time.
it in there. Kick it out. Kick it out.
No. Oh.
Wow. The most difficult one went in.
The predicament.
The predicament. I like the aggression right there, though. That Evan Mobley just getting tunnel vision. He said, "I'm scoring this ball no matter what." I kind of like it. You don't see that very often.
I've never seen someone
And
miss the 2 easier looks and then go on the 3rd one and make it.
yeah. Yeah, that was definitely the more difficult attempt. There we go. He makes an easy one right there. This could be a big Mobley night with the way it's starting.
Here comes great value. Davion
Yep.
Mitchell coming up the
Here
court.
comes the knockoff going at his counterpart. Picked up by, what is Allen? The impasse? Is that what they're calling him?
Is that what the youths are saying?
Yeah.
Tony, you have a TikTok now. You can't say you don't know the times.
I have to at least fake it, you know?
Yeah. Be like, man, that clip that's going around, that's crazy.
Oh, the E is silent. Thank you, Demo.
God, Demo's in on the times.
Darius Garland with another 3. Good to see him so far starting off the game much better than recently. Last 2 games, he kind of struggled. All right, 15-14. So the Cavs, they've come back. Another Mikey McNugget stat that kind of blew my mind. Uh-oh. Struce?
Bang.
Woo, let's go. Another tweet from McNuggets that kind of, this isn't really that crazy of a stat, but it's just interesting. The Cavs, they've come back from being down 15 or more in 3 straight games. If they do it again tonight, that's the NBA record all time. So I don't want to go down by 15. I hope that we don't have to find out. But right now, yeah, they're 1 game away from breaking that really weird record that, you know, it's not that surprising that the record is 4, because I can't imagine routinely going down by 15 is working out for many teams in league history.
Who was the last team? Do you know?
No, I don't know if he tweeted it. I would love to know, honestly.
It's gonna be like the 1972 Washington Bullets.
I feel like it probably is a really old team, but let me see if he posted a follow-up tweet or not, or if anyone asked. No.
I've never seen people more like unenthused with a giveaway than these people who get the ball.
Yeah. No one ever looks hype for this.
They're like, no.
Oh, your mic cut out.
Love that.
Oh, now I hear you.
Yeah. It for some reason unselects everything.
Mm.
Oh, you should submit.
Yeah, this is nasty stuff that the Cavs do. No,
I like that picture. He's like,
yeah,
like, you got me. Looks like a 2000s R&B cover.
Yeah, really.
Since you liked Usher, here are other artists you might like.
This is the only one they're going to show too. They just stuck with this one.
I thought Kevin Love was supposed to get the tribute at the
Oh yeah, that's what. Is this being played now? I think.
Yeah.
I think I hear it. Yeah, here we go. I love reverse jam. Oh, yeah, I remember this game.
Yep.
Insane heat check moment.
Now I have to watch it in a worse quality. This is messed up.
Yeah. Thank you, FanDuel broadcast.
You can't not have that. Yep.
That's nice. I'm glad that he's getting his tribute video. It's taken 2 years?
Look at that standing ovation.
Moment.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna stand up too. Weird angle. We got it. Everyone stand up.
Tony's abdomen.
Point to the ring.
Those of you that complain about the wall, now you get the abdomen.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a sweet moment. Shout out to Kevin Love, man.
tough angle of the American flag.
Yeah, I was about
there.
to say they couldn't get a better shot of the banner. No other angle in the arena there.
Not one other camera in the arena, Tony. It was a lot of money to change the Rocket Mortgage to Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena.
Cuts
Yeah,
had to be made.
Big respect to Kevin Love. Didn't end on a high note in Cleveland, but you know what?
Not his
The man's
fault.
a champion. Yeah, the man's a champion. Richard Jefferson in the building too. It's really weird this game is on ESPN. Not sure how we got the nod. I'm not complaining, but
I think ESPN again is continuing their streak of rough go at Cavs games.
Yeah, they just can't. I mean, it's a 4-point game so far, but they can't seem to find a good matchup. I don't know why this one. Again, I'm not complaining, but I don't know what they saw on the schedule here. Your mic's not working. I could see you talking, but I couldn't hear you. I don't know if the chat. Maybe it's me.
No, it's me. It's
I
was saying Butler Mitchell probably is what they were thinking of.
It's like underwater.
This is unbelievable.
There we go.
Butler Mitchell.
Wait. What?
I was saying they only wanted to do it probably because of Jimmy Butler versus Donovan Mitchell. That's the only thing I could think of.
Now we heard it.
It was the most underwhelming take. I feel like every time my mic cuts out, it's at something that's not that important.
Yeah.
And then it has to go back in. It's like, it's not even worth it. Skip.
That's always the best when that happens. It's like, it really wasn't a big deal, but I can't hear you even saying that. So it just keeps going until finally. But yeah, I mean, oh man, Bam is right now on a tear though. He's cooking.
Onomatopoeia.
The onomatopoeia going crazy right now.
Is Asia in the building? What's happening here?
That was a nice no look right there. DeAndre Hunter just floating to the middle of the floor. Easy bucket. But yeah, Jared Allen or Evan Mobley are going to have to get active tonight because Bam is definitely playing aggressive to start here. He's got, 9 points already?
Yeah.
10?
Oh, it's nice to have a power forward that can make free throws. That must be cool.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice.
Don't get me wrong. I love Jerome. 1 for 2 as much as the next guy, but...
Let's get this game over with, right? Let's just put Ty Jerome in there. Gets to the free throw line. I'm telling you, best whistle in the league.
The Typhoon.
Eric Spoelstra has no idea what to do with Ty Jerome on the floor.
He was rattled. Did someone spill some milk?
It can't be the nickname. It can't.
Don't cry over spilled milk.
Chill guy Ty. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I feel like it's not. It's on the cusp of greatness. It's just not quite there to be a nickname. It's a nice celebration, but I feel like it's just not. Maybe I'm wrong. Chill guy Ty could be it. Oh yeah, Demo, that's funny. The people in Chicago slowly discover who Ty Jerome is. That's gotta be great. I can only imagine how many opposing fans were just left shell-shocked after Ty Jerome lit them up.
Ty Jerome, going to be on the Rosillo pod tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what the chat said a few days ago.
So you could say he's made it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's official now. The Cavs can't afford him.
Yep, because, that Rosillo bump worked for Sam Merrill.
Wait, did Sam Merrill go on Rosillo?
I guess a while ago.
Oh, okay.
He always says friend of the pod, Sam Merrill.
Gotcha. But yeah, Ty Jerome gaining the respect of some Boston podcasters, I guess. That's always great. Maybe that'll shift the 6 man of the year discussion.
True. They're like, Peyton Pritchard's cool and all, but Ty Jerome.
I think they said Ty Jerome is their favorite bench player, didn't they? I didn't watch the episode. That's what I've been told in the aggregate.
Yeah. They said like it basically they wanted to talk about Ty Jerome was what that segment pretty much was. And
Nah.
then they also talked about Wiggins on the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was
music,
probably
I agree. Oh, sorry. You
No, you
go
go.
first before I change topics. I was gonna talk the defensive player of the year stuff.
Yeah, it looks like the odds for that are pretty locked down.
That's what I thought too, and I definitely think Mobley's running away with it. And Jaren Jackson now is injured. He's going to be week to week, so a really bad time to. I mean, obviously it's unfortunate, but like this is a bad time to miss a week or two of games when the award race is basically going to be decided here in the next month. We only have a couple games left here. But what surprised me, I was listening to the No Dunks pod today, and all three of them said that Jaren Jackson Jr. is the clear favorite for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I was shocked. I usually
Unsubscribe.
yeah, I had to unsubscribe. But I was really confused. No one even mentioned Mobley. I was like, what are you guys even saying? I like the No Dunks guys. I think they're very entertaining, but sometimes their takes are I'm
knee-jerky.
yeah. And to be fair, like it's hard to cover every single NBA team, and that's what they try to do. So maybe they just came up blank and forgot Evan Mobley existed. I don't know, but it's a little embarrassing. It's definitely a bad take. I was surprised not a single one of them. That's why you need Lee Ellis, you know? Lee Ellis would have saved it. Yeah, so Kenny hitting the challenge button here because it looks like he just slipped. Let's get the replay here.
Right. Boop.
Yeah, I mean, he just completely slipped on his own. We've had some bad officiating recently, I have to say. I hate to be the ref guy, but man, ever since the Memphis game that took like 10 years, some horrible officiating with Cavs games.
Tony, your $25,000 fine is in the mail. Good thing our podcast makes it, so that's a small dent in your income.
Forget Ty Jerome. You guys got to start the GoFundMe for me if that happens. Ty Jerome can pay it. Trust me. I'm going to need some help if that happens to me.
Nah, Ty will cover you. He knows that you got his back.
It's true. Not Jackson though. If it was Jackson, Ty Jerome wouldn't help him out. We know he's an enemy to Ty Jerome. Tony, you're part of the mafia. That's a little racist, Dr. Manhattan. What? Because I'm Italian, you think I'm part of the mob? Jeez. Come on, man.
Sticky is a choice for this pogo stick.
I was like, what's going on here? Would I be able to do this? Hell no.
Yes.
Not a chance. Not a chance in hell. No way. Pogo sticks scare me. I've never gone more. I don't know if I've ever really
it's a weird phobia.
Been on a pogo stick. Dude, you shouldn't go that high on an object like that. It's just you're gonna hurt yourself. Even Apollo can't believe it.
Apollo, you gotta believe in him.
I don't know, man. Pogo sticks, it just looks like you're setting yourself up for a horrific injury.
There's no pogo stick I've seen outside of these that go this high. To be fair, these are some roided up pogo sticks.
These are going crazy.
Apollo, please. This is dynamic convo.
Oh, I respect the Pogoliers. I would be much too frightened to do it. I went to the one time in my life I went to the skate park. I think it was like 5th grade. I don't know why I was just thinking about this the other day too, because I realized I don't have the video anymore. First time I ever went, I tried to hit the ramp with my bike, like a pretty decent ramp. And the front tire comes down, and I'm not kidding you, the handlebars flip forward. Like it just breaks on me, and I face plant straight into the concrete. And I had the video of it, and I lost it because I think it was only ever on Facebook. And I deleted my Facebook account a long time ago. And I was like, damn, that was a great video. And unfortunately we lost it. But yeah, my handlebars just gave out on me. And that was the first and only time I went to the skate park. I never went back. It was not fun.
That doesn't add up with the photos we've seen of you, Tony. You look like a kid that would do some activities under the bleachers of a skate park.
Hey. Well, I was never a skater, but I used to ghost ride my bike. Did you ever do that where you just jump off of it and it goes straight? That was fun.
No.
That was fun. We used to try to recreate some of the Jackass videos, ride a skateboard down the slide and stuff. Ghost ride the whip. Yeah.
You seem like you would be like a tech deck kid.
A little bit. Maybe like for a brief stint in 5th grade.
Dude, 5th grade, it was peaking then.
Silly bands.
Dude, silly bands were the worst.
Silly bands went crazy.
Silly bands were NFTs before NFTs took off. Those things held way more value than they should have.
Oh man, dude, the silly band era was wild. You'd be trading with people. I'm glad I graduated before the fidget spinners became a thing, because that must have been a nightmare.
Oh yeah, fidget spinners were like, I think when I was in college.
Yeah, same.
People weren't trading those. It was jewel pods.
No.
Edgy group only.
Yeah.
Tony's like, yeah, no, I hate those. But did you try the mint flavor?
No. I actually have never hit a jewel. I'm clean. Completely clean. Taking that. That's a badge of honor.
He's a Marlboro Red guy.
Yeah, I just do the real thing.
See, this is what we get to talk about without Dune. Marlboro Red.
Hell yeah, Demo. What's up, cool guy? Yeah, the Cavs are in another competitive first quarter. You don't see it very often, but we've seen it a lot the last week or so. Usually they're up 20 by now.
I know the Bulls gave him a good run for a half.
Yeah. Hey, it was tied. 7 minutes left, and then the Cavs were like, all right, let's play serious for 2 minutes. Blow this game wide open.
They're like, this is cute and all that we get to play with our food, but it's time to wake up. Evan's looking good, except for the fact he can't make free throws for crap.
I know, right? It's the worst 70% free throw shooter I've ever seen. Yeah.
It always feels like the first free throw is a calibration for the second free throw.
I also feel like because he doesn't get to the line that often, it stands out when he misses the first one like that.
Told you.
Yeah, Apollo's stomping around. If you guys hear him, he just laid down now.
I hear him.
Yes, he's loud.
I know. I want to know if someone could pull up the times he's ever 2 for 2. Like, I want to know what that number is. Dan.
Dr. Manhattan is going to slap a deer if they keep missing free throws, man.
Oh.
I wouldn't want to be a deer in that area right now, because they're gonna miss a couple more tonight probably. Whoa.
Get slow-mo out of here.
Nice.
Dude.
Mitchell crossover.
Oh.
Nice. Let's go.
Oh, our podcasting rival.
Yeah. That was a cold move right there. Got him with the jab step. Yeah, Kyle Anderson is a good player.
A very technical
Kind of forgot
player.
He ended up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird with him. I think he got moved like twice within the same deal.
Yeah, because he was on Golden State earlier this season, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then he got traded. He got rerouted to Miami.
Oh man, Robinson is cooking right now. Back-to-back threes.
Max Drew should see that and be like, "Hey, I can do that too."
Yeah, I remember when I used to do that.
Oh,
damn! Hey, there's a guy who can go band for band with Duncan Robinson. Turns into a shootout. I got Sam.
It's only a matter of time before Sam makes a podcast.
Hopefully him and Marcelo team back up. Yeah.
Him and Filipowski, the Mormon bros.
Yeah. There's got to be untapped potential there, an untapped market for the Mormon basketball fans. Sam and Filipowski could put up numbers, I bet.
Soaking it with the Mormons. Soak it in with Filipowski and Sam Merrill.
Oh, brother. Yeah, Demo, the Merrill shot has turned around recently. He hit 2 threes yesterday as well. So it is nice having a guy way back on the end of your rotation who can get hot like that.
Damn, Kyle Anderson's beard looks scruffy. I didn't even remember he had facial hair.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about Dune. So Chalamet.
The people yearn for more Dune. Oh, geez,
Apollo wants more Dune.
It is windy.
Oh,
and he is a little spooked.
It's windy here as well. Wow.
Yeah, he's a big scaredy cat.
Yeah, I remember you saying about, was it the rain he's scared of?
Yeah. Rain, thunder, any loud noises, he gets spooked.
Damn, it's windy everywhere. It's a crisis. Let's stop talking about the fires. There's a lot of wind going on here.
Jerome.
Shifty.
Whoa, okay. That was an interesting little feed right there. I didn't know what he was doing that entire possession. Apparently that was a pass. Yeah, I couldn't tell what Ty Jerome was doing. I thought he picked up his dribble 10 seconds ago, but he was still moving. Let's see a different angle maybe. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, why would you want to look at that? Let's look at the line. Oh, yep, the 4-point play from the first 2 minutes. That's a great segue. Let's, instead of talking about Dune, let's talk about the tariff issue.
Let's break down the economic situation of the world. I'm sure we're qualified to do that.
I think so. I think if anyone
I
think the world wants to hear more opinions from Americans. I think that they haven't had enough.
That's what the world is missing right now.
2 white guys from America giving their opinion on the economy. That is an unchecked market. Big
How about the Mavs? Mavs raising their season ticket price. I saw that. What a horrible month it's been for Mavs fans.
I don't know what Nico Harrison, like, does Nico Harrison hate his job? And he's like just seeing how much he can get away with until he gets let go.
I can't imagine he could do anything worse than what he's done, honestly. So like if that was the goal, I'd say he succeeded. I don't know what it's gone as bad as it could have gone. Like a month ago, they were legitimately, I don't know if they could have beat OKC, but I think it was possible. Like they could have won a championship this year. It would have been definitely more of a long shot than some of the other teams, but like they had a real shot at it. Now, not only is their season over, but you know, I hate to say it. I hope Kyrie makes a full recovery, full return, but there's no guarantee he's going to be the same player that he ever was. Anthony Davis, how many more years does he have? It's uncertain. They've kind of punted away their entire future. It's really sad. And I wasn't on the stream yesterday, so we're talking Kevin Love's here, and it's a Cavs game, so I want to talk about the Kyrie injury real quick too, because that honestly, man, listen, LeBron and Kobe were like the first players who kind of introduced me to the game, and I fell in love with basketball with that. But Kyrie, we got Kyrie when I went into 7th grade, so I'm still very young. He was like the first Cavs player who I truly fell in love with and watched every single game, all the YouTube highlights, would go, in the driveway and try to recreate the stuff that he was doing. Like he was my favorite player growing up. And it is definitely, I was a little sentimental yesterday. I was like, damn, it's not the end of his career, and he could make a full recovery, but it might be the end of him being the Kyrie that we've known. And so it's just a little sad. I mean, who knows, but hopefully he'll fully recover, but it was definitely sad to see that happen.
Yeah, it's tough when an ACL injury, especially with the way Kyrie is so quick twitch type of movement. Like that's, if he was more like of a slower paced player, then I would probably not be as worried. Like if Kyle Anderson tore his ACL, I think he'd be fine. But Kyrie, it's gonna be tough to see how he comes back. Also, under-mentioned point, real tough for Clay, who signed thinking that he was gonna be a part of a championship contender, and now he's on this roster with watching Quentin Grimes go off.
I will not be playing my tiniest violin for Klay Thompson. He definitely got screwed, and I'm enjoying it. He's the only person who deserves to be where he is right now.
Klay is pumped to watch Jaden Hardy go for career highs for the rest of the season.
What a turn of events for Klay Thompson. He thought he was going to just get to stand in the corner and get fed open threes from Luka and Kyrie, and now he's basically the only one out there. I don't even know if he's healthy either. I think he is.
Yeah, I think he's fine right now. I mean, everyone on you'd be safe to guess that any of the players on Dallas
They're
right
all
now,
hurt.
them and Philly are doing a good run for who can rack up the most on the injury report at one time.
Yeah, this is the first Dean Wade minutes tonight. Pretty sure. Ty Jerome. Nope. Oh,
Oh,
man. He got it right back. Hits the
and just
floater.
bodied up Duncan Robinson. Wow, alpha
Yep.
energy.
He's had enough. I can't believe yesterday I felt like Ty Jerome was torching Chicago. I look at the box score, he's 3 of 10 from the floor. I'm like, what? But he took 9 free throws and he hit all 9 of them. So that's why it felt a lot better than the box score showed.
That
It was
happened in
all
the
free
Boston
throws.
game too, I think, too, where we're like, I
Yeah,
think Ty's having a
it's
good
like
game, and he was 3 for 10.
yeah. The dude
I think
just went,
you're.
woo! Let's go.
I think the
Great
brain
pass.
just defaults to Ty Jerome's playing really good out there.
I can't really remember, other than like a brief stretch in January or December. He hasn't really played bad games this year. Even when he doesn't shoot the ball well, he still finds a way to be impactful.
He is a box checking player if there ever was one. He does a little bit of everything.
It was a great no-look pass. Good movement from Dean Wade. Something that Dean has done really well. I think Okoro has done really well during this stretch. They've been moving great without the ball. And right there, that's just simple backdoor cut. Donovan finds him. They've been very active. It's not, standing in the corner waiting around for the ball. Everyone on this team is there. It's a motion offense, as we've talked about plenty of times. And when you're just doing simple things like cutting behind the defense, sometimes you're going to catch an opportunity. Sometimes guys fall asleep. So, yeah, cutting from an empty corner is a great way to counter that. And Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro, I think they've done a good job.
I think especially if your players like Okoro and Wade, who are not known for being high volume shot attempt guys, to get easy looks by just cutting and creating open looks that way versus, like you said, the catch and shoot is huge for them to retain value on the offensive end, because it's easy when you're a low attempt type player for defenses to naturally sag off.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a water.
Will do. It's wall time, peeps. Anyone else want to make this wall their Zoom background? The most notable wall in the Cleveland area. I agree, music. This is one of the more unexpected fun seasons. The East is weird, Aura, because I mean, I feel like we get into this situation with the East every playoff. It's like the West play-in is infinitely always more entertaining than the East. I mean, if you look at Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, they're all just such meh teams. The West always is way more inspired, and it always just kind of shows that talent gap between the two. I mean, when I was writing the preview, I saw that the Celtics, when they clinched, were 14 games apart from second place. So that gap has just never cleared. Tony might be muted.
Did Demo change his picture to my wall?
Yes.
Dude, no way. The Great Wall of Tony. I'm glad you guys enjoy the wall. I'm not kidding. I was in this room today, like moving everything around, trying to figure out, like, can I put the camera anywhere else? Is there any better spot to put the camera? And this is still the best spot. Everywhere else either just looks stupid or the lighting is way worse. And so I'm glad the wall has become iconic.
It's true.
Yeah, I'll add one thing to the wall every game now.
Or you just make it so everything's there, and then you could shuffle it around.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on trying to upgrade the background.
You already have.
Wall,
it looks great.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go from here. We've already peaked. I like the pun, old kid. I respect it.
Where's the Waldo? I agree, Demo. There are no possible improvements. The lack of effort is more appealing than any amount of effort that you could ever put into it.
It's true. It's minimalist, you know.
I hope you give whoever painted that wall a kickback of all of the proceeds you earn.
Selling wall T-shirts soon.
Tear down this wall.
How tall is Bam? I think he's only like 6'9", 6'10", isn't he? He's not that tall.
He's not that tall.
But just big. Plays a lot taller than he is.
He's a small 5 and a tall 4 that can't shoot.
Hey, he hit a 3 tonight so far.
That's true. I take back what I said.
Dean with the pump fake.
Oh, all right. Well,
okay, yeah, you don't see that too much from Dean. Well,
I agree, old kid. He's like a built out Allen.
Cavs up by 6 right now. I feel like they're playing okay. I don't have any huge concerns with how they're playing. I think just keep grinding away here. I feel like Donovan Mitchell's had a pretty easy time scoring, so that's been nice to see. They got to find a way to protect the rim a bit better. And Miami right now is just shooting the ball very well from 3.
Mm-hmm. It feels like the Cavs don't have to put a lot of effort to even keep at this level. Meanwhile, I feel like the Heat, with the roster they have to trot out, are kind of pushing all the buttons they can to stay afloat.
Yeah, I expect the lead to just continue to grow as the night goes on.
I'm waiting for Mitchell and on Mitchell here. I haven't seen the two share. That's when you know Eric Spoelstra is going galaxy brain. Oh,
hi. He just makes things happen. He's just a magician. Every single game he comes in and he does his thing, even when he doesn't seem like he's shooting the ball well. Even when the box score lies to you, Ty Jerome. He just come on. How do you defend the Mitchell reach over? You don't. You just pray that he doesn't dunk on you. Pull up.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's time for ice to cook.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hey, let's go. Great double team from Ty Jerome right there.
To ice?
Timed it perfectly.
Oh, what a pass.
That was a really great pass.
Oh, my God.
Give it to Okoro or Ty.
Oh!
Mobley with the putback. Let's go. Great ball movement right there.
That was sick.
It almost ended in a turnover, but great ball movement. Got open 3, and then Mobley put back slam.
If Kenny really loved Okoro, he'd challenge it.
Yeah. Kenny's really showing his true colors right there, letting Okoro pick up his first foul. Here's Mobley crashing the glass right there. Great rebound, great putback.
Yeah.
I like the way that he's played so far.
Minus the free throws.
Yeah. If he could just hit his damn free throws.
Even mix it up, make the first one, miss the second one.
Yeah, just show me something different.
As much as I love going through the motion of make.
Yeah, I love Okoro for the small guards. That's a huge benefit of having DeAndre Hunter and Dean Wade now as your backup big rotation, is that Okoro's not really being overextended as often.
What was your takeaway from Green's minutes last night?
Oh, I thought he was awesome. I thought he played really well in his limited minutes. The fact that I think he had 2 threes, which was really surprising. I'm not expecting him to shoot the ball like that from 3, but I thought he came into the game, immediately grabbed a rebound and ran the full length of the court to draw free throws. And so I really like his energy. He's always going after the glass. He's a good defender. And he showed a little bit of playmaking in that Cavaliers moment. He had a couple drop-off dimes to Allen that I liked.
Oh, my God.
Mobley! Mobley with the block, brings up the floor, throws an assist. Let's go.
Mobley doing 2 between-the-leg crossovers real quick for no reason.
He's looking so confident. That's my defensive player of the year. That's the predicament you guys are watching right there. Yep, don't try him. Uh-oh. Oh, here
He
we go.
stole
Running
Bam's
again.
cornbread. Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah, apparently that's what they said.
Who's on the call?
Someone said it earlier.
Is it Doris?
Mark Jones. No, it's Mark Jones.
Mark Jones always says the most whack stuff.
Yeah, he always tries to like a viral moment. He tries to have like a viral call.
He tries to like have coined phrases.
He is beyond corny, yeah. Takes it too far.
The cornbread or
potential pun. Yeah, old kid, that just happened right there, guys. Whoever drove right there didn't even attempt the shot because Mobley was there. That's the defensive player of the year you guys are looking at. I'm telling you, he's gonna win or we riot.
Name the time and place.
We'll be there, all of us.
I'll fly.
All right, Cavs up by 12 now. Let's see if they can keep this defense up.
Oh my
Couple
god,
stops
it's the
here.
imposter on the real product.
He's checked in. Oh, no resistance right there. Missed it,
Robinson so much space.
Yeah, it was a great screen. All right, going at slow-mo.
That's unfair.
Pull up rhythm.
Slow-mo doesn't deserve that. Oh.
Heyo. Okay, Kobe. The shake and bake, yeah. There's a Hakeem Olajuwon-like move.
I've often spoke of the two of them in the same sentence. I feel like Travers always looks dripped out in the back. Like he always has.
I saw that fit.
I feel like Love has not checked in since like the tip.
No, I think they played that video for him, and then he's been on the bench ever since.
He's like, all right, I'm resting up. See you guys. All right. Oh,
Oro, do it to him.
Oh, if I can be honest and speak my truth, I did not think that was going in after he hesitated.
Not even Okoro can stop himself at this point. Even the lack of confidence to take it right away, it's not enough to deter him anymore. Yeah, Okoro's been shooting the ball way better than the first time he tried to return from that shoulder injury. Okoro made fun of Jackson pregame. At least someone's doing the right thing over there. I'd love to know what he said. Yeah, Iceman's already taken, but Ice is good enough. I think Okoro has a good nickname. Yeah, we need a story time. Icebox, it's not bad. Old
Jackson
kid, good
in the
point.
Fire escape.
Old kid makes a good point. They're playing against. Oh, there's Kevin Love. They're playing against the Miami zone, and they're just putting Hunter at the top of the key there, top of the free throw line. It's a very nice option to counter it.
That's crazy. I never knew Spo loved the zone. I feel like it's going to inspire Kenny in the wrong way.
I hope not. Yeah. I was thinking about it today, even though I don't like the zone. I know I've said it throughout the year, but it's going to be useful if they end up using it in the playoffs to try and surprise the team. At least they've had reps with it. Whereas I think a lot of teams try to go to the zone as like a gimmick and they've never really even tried it throughout the year. They've actually gotten their 10,000 hours running the zone this year. Cora, open floor.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
nice. It was a little frantic. He kind of left his feet without a plan, but he found Allen.
And Allen looked like he didn't know what he was going to do once he collected it. Oh, nice pass.
Here we go.
Sorry, I'm not.
Mavs are stringing together stops. Hunter 3.
Oh, DG.
Here we go.
Good job fighting for that. Oh, stick.
Don't do it to him, Ice. Oh, it would have been too sweet.
He got to take slow-mo to the rack. Get him in isolation.
Oh, and one. Jackson says, I'm doing a story on Love, so I'm talking to people who played with him. I asked Okoro if he took anything from Love's game, even though he's a guard, because Spo talked about how he's a good teacher, and he laughed at me. And he said, talk to Dean. Okoro did not learn anything from Kevin Love, I guess that means. For better or worse.
Oh, he didn't learn about the value of treating one's mental health accordingly.
It's true. You should have turned the tables. Been like, oh, really?
You think mental health's a joke, Isaac?
Yeah.
Trump's right. Woke America is dead.
Alec Burks missing a layup right there. They had Kevin Love in the post on Darius. Didn't hit him.
Oh my God. Ice.
It's a good cut from Hunter. Bad pass, kind of. But pulled the chair on him. Oh. I didn't even hear that whistle.
Mm-hmm. Alec Houdini Burks.
Yeah, Houdini to the rim. Left it hanging. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you usually don't pull the chair
and
decide to rap.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting a challenge for this? Getting real tired of the replay reviews. I feel like there's been so many the last few Cavs games. I feel like both coaches have used both of their challenges in each of the last 3 games.
Can I just also use this as an opportunity to say, I feel like Tristan Thompson gets way too many cuts.
Yeah, they show him every time they get an opportunity.
And who keeps making these custom cutoffs for Tristan?
Yeah, he always has one, no matter what jersey they're wearing.
You would think that Tristan Thompson has like 3% body fat from the way that he loves the cutoff.
Old kid, it's not a bad point right there. You said totally nitpicking, but Hunter's been awesome, but I'm not sure I've seen him pass out of the paint once he gets there. He hasn't gotten many assists, which it's kind of okay. He's not really here for the playmaking, but yeah, I would like to see him pass a little bit out of that zone right there. Tijon Salon driving straight into traffic and turning the ball over. I'm truly confused what the thought process is here. Let's see this. Going straight into, he's had a really bad rookie season from what I could tell. I remember I pulled up his basketball reference when we played the Hornets. I'll pull it up again right now just to let you guys know. Maybe who knows? Maybe the stats have improved. And I'm not doing this to make fun of the poor guy. So I don't mean to make fun of me. So rookie, he's on a bad team. A lot of times you're going to have a really bad rookie season under those circumstances. But Tijon Salon, he's averaging 5 points, shooting 31% from the floor, 28% from 3. It's not great. He's averaging about a turnover and a foul per game.
Okay.
It's not too bad necessarily, but he's averaging not good stuff across the board. I'll just put it that way. He hasn't been very good. Effective field goal percentage, 39%. He's really struggling to put the ball in the hoop. I can't speak to his defense. Maybe he's a decent defender. I haven't watched the Hornets enough, but I can tell you one thing. He's not putting the ball in the hoop on the other end.
What's his nickname?
Let's see.
The Salon.
He doesn't have one. He doesn't have one on Basketball Reference.
Damn. That's
someone has to claim that territory.
The hairdresser. The Hornets haven't been the same since Kemba retired.
They may never be the same again. Losing Kemba and Al Jefferson, not many franchises can come back from something like that. And
Cody Zeller, the cornerstone of your franchise.
Man, yeah.
Mark Williams. Should I keep going?
People forget DJ Augustine was a problem. That was the Bobcats, though.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Gerald Wallace, too.
Yeah.
A player that as a kid I thought
has
was
a little
way
young
better.
bull in him.
Oh no. Is the Kevin Love discourse always brings back the young bull thoughts.
They should have showed the clip of Kevin Love inbounding the ball directly to the opponent because he was angry with Colin Sexton.
They should have shown the video also where Kevin Love was frustrated at John Beeline and decided to assault Jetty Osman with a bullet chest pass.
Oh, yeah. Chetty was not ready.
No one was ready.
Okoro with a drive and kick. So this is something that I keep writing in the grades recently, and I want to point it out right now as Okoro's making me look good. That play right there before the putback, he drives into the paint, kicks it out, and then relocates. I know it didn't lead to an assist. I know it was just a regular standard basketball play, but I can't stress enough. This man was not doing that in years past. He would just stand in the corner and wait for the ball. And when he caught it, he would just pass right back out. So hopefully Garland.
I think Darius is hurt. Oh.
Garland got called for a foul. What did he hold Kevin when they were? Okay, so he looks okay, thankfully, smiling. I'm going to guess that Darius was holding Kevin from getting back up.
They look like they have some bad blood.
But yeah, that Okoro play, it's just a simple drive and kick, but he gets the defense into rotation, and you end up getting a putback by the end of it. So let's see this right here. Okay, yeah. Thankfully, DG landed fine, and then, yeah, he's just holding Kevin.
Kevin was leaning back on DG, too.
They're just having a goof. Yeah, Mega MC3. My heart stopped for a second because I thought maybe they landed on top of each other, like in an awkward way.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they both landed clean.
The Kyrie stuff has us all kind of having pause.
Yeah.
It's always the freak stuff that you wouldn't expect. Spo doesn't like friendship. Noted.
Shout out to the diff. 17-point lead. Didn't even really realize that we had climbed up to 17 like that. Nice block.
It's a slow climb.
It really is. Nice block right there.
Almost assaulted the cameraman.
Oh, missed something.
I feel like going back to your Okoro point before the wrestling event, Okoro has always kind of shown, I feel like he has shown connective tissue elements to his game. I know it hasn't been for like stretches, but I remember like in around like his second or third season, he kind of showed flashes of it. But then as his role was more emphasized to be that 3-and-D wing, that kind of went away. I feel like, because we've talked about it on the podcast too, how we feel like the previous coaching staff kind of made players more one-dimensional and hyper-focus on certain skill sets. And Okoro kind of regressed in that way. So to see him he's always had sprinkles of it, but to see him do it more consistently again really adds to the value that he could bring.
Allen with a putback, or I mean, behind the back. Yeah, I agree, Corey, 100%. The previous coaching staff, with no disrespect to them, they kind of had the vision of like you have specialists and guys who play certain roles on a team, whereas Kenny wants everyone to do as much as they possibly can. Yes, play to your strengths, but we also don't want you to be in a box. When Okoro was drafted, and even throughout his first couple seasons and to this day, I think he has good court vision. I think you can see that he actually does have good court vision. He doesn't necessarily have the handle to get past people and cause, breakdowns in the defense. But when he's in transition or he's catching and attacking a closeout, you can see that he makes good reads with the ball, or like the short roll where he catches it and makes a read. He does have good instincts, and he's able to complete different types of passes. So I've enjoyed seeing him expand his game just a little bit back to what we saw during his first year or two, being more of a active member of an offense.
Bam is acting like Dirk.
And Evan shooting free throws like Shaq.
Yeah, it's rough.
Let's see.
I feel like that's something that just has not progressed over the seasons. I feel like he's kind of been at the same point as a free throw shooter his whole career. For all the work that he's done in other shooting aspects of his game, it just feels like that's stagnant.
Old Kid says Evan is 2 of 7 from the free throw line right now. I'm pulling up the box score to see just the rest of this too, because it feels like free throws in general haven't been great.
I've never felt that the Cavs have been a good free throw shooting team. I feel like for like the past few seasons, they've never really excelled in that aspect.
Evan's the only one who's missed a free throw. So, yeah, it's all Evan right now, 2 of 7.
Oh.
All right, I'd like to close the half strong here. You had a 17-point lead. Let's try to keep it around the 15 range if we can. Yeah, I'm going to pull up Mobley's career shooting because I'm curious. Oh, that's not good.
Caught
Oh,
Mobley in the spin. Pretty similar to Ty, what he did to Bam.
yeah. All right,
Switches
let's
to
see.
the
Evan
post immediate.
Mobley. Let's see. His free throw shooting. Wow. Okay. I didn't guess what Evan Mobley's shooting from the free throw line this year.
72.
75. Yeah, it's 75. That's surprising. The way it doesn't feel like 75, but yeah. So his rookie year, he shot 66%. Sophomore year, 67%. Last year, 72%, and this year, 75%. So it has been moving up, but still, you get these weird nights like tonight, I guess, that makes it feel different. I don't know. I wonder why it feels so much worse than it is. Because 75% is pretty good.
I guess it's so you kind of just remember the misses more than the makes kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, he's also shooting. Oh man. Cavs, they didn't blow it, but they definitely had a very commanding lead just a minute ago. Let them creep back into it right here. See if we can respond. Ugh. Oh,
all right.
Reverse Cavalanche.
A heat stroke.
We were up 17 a moment ago. Yeah,
heat strokes are real, man. The round is Miami's a bunch of weirdos.
All right, let's knock them down. Well, for a minute there, it looked like the Cavs were just going to run away with it and it'd be the classic thing we've seen all season where it's over by the third quarter. Now it's, second half, you got to come out strong again. Otherwise, you're going to be in a dogfight with Miami.
Walt Disney said, hey, we pay for these games. They better be good.
ESPN made the call, man. They said, we can't have our fourth Cavs game in a row be a complete dud. It's true. Yeah, as soon as Okoro went out, the wheels came off.
What do you think Okoro's plus minus is?
Honestly, probably like plus 12 or something. It's probably really good. Yeah, start Okoro Hive coming out of nowhere. We're back.
We never left.
Oh, Allen with a block. All right, let's get one more bucket here.
Okoro's only a plus 7.
Okay.
Or 9, plus 9.
Oh,
he does lead the team, though, and plus minus, though.
That's what we love to hear. All right, DG, deep step back.
Yeah, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah, it felt like the Cavs offense really fell apart there in the last 2 minutes there. A couple turnovers, a couple pull-up threes. I didn't love their offensive process down the stretch, and then Miami also took complete advantage of it. Every turnover turned into an instant bucket. They went from lit to shit. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I was trying to say, Dr. Manhattan. They definitely blew a 17-point lead in record time. That's probably I'd have to imagine that's one of the worst minute stretches they've played. I know Boston's probably number one, the opening of that game, but that's some of the worst 2 minutes they've had this year. Overall, though, they're playing fine. But that was the bad 2 minute stretch. Look at Quoro. 7 points, 2 rebounds. Hell yeah.
I don't see leading the team in plus minus on there.
Yeah, they should add an extra line. It's true. Let's see what other games are on. Any other good games on tonight?
It is. Thank God it's not a Tuesday, Thursday where it's like you're trapped into 3
Yeah, it's
games.
just this. See what's going on. Oh, this game is not live.
It's halftime. It's true. It probably could be halftime for a lot.
This isn't a very exciting game with all the recent stuff.
Oh.
We can see Klay Thompson.
Ayo. And Dwight Powell. Heck yeah, that's what I signed up for.
Keep him alive.
Dinwiddie. Oh man, what an aspiring lineup.
I think this is the only other game that's on.
Yeah, everything else is at half.
All right, Dame time. Giannis.
I mean, we could be watching Jazz Wizards when it gets out of the half. That's pretty electric.
Yeah, you want to just watch that instead of the Cavs game?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Hey! Dwight Powell, baby.
I'm gonna pull up the standings. I want to know how close is Dallas to falling out of the play-in. Are they out of the play-in yet? Let me see.
I think they were at the 10 the last time I saw.
Yep. Yeah, they're at the 10. They are 3 games ahead of Phoenix at 11. So honestly, they might hold on to the play-in tournament. I don't know if Phoenix is going to be able to catch them.
If that actually stands, that's a travesty.
It's very sad. Yeah. Phoenix and Philly, just horrendous seasons.
Meanwhile, Phoenix has had their players, and Dallas and
Philly at least has some injury excuses.
They're not having discussions on whether they should retire KD or not.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another unfortunate injury. Joel Embiid. Not going to say it's over, but it's definitely lingering towards it's leaning towards it's over. That's tough scenes over there.
Yeah.
Phoenix
great.
is much more 2010 Lakers than, or not 2010, 2012. The year that they had Nash and Dwight join, 2013, 2012. They're much closer to that.
Cavs legend.
Yeah, Mike Brown at the helm, making the magic
for
happen.
4 games.
Yeah, San Antonio has fallen way out of the picture. They're in 13th place now after, Wemby being out. They really would have been probably in the play-in tournament if they had him. The Utah Jazz are 15-46. They're the worst team in the West.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, the Eastern Conference. Chicago is still holding on to that dynasty. They have not let go. They're 2.5 games ahead of Philly and Brooklyn at the 10 seed. So, Philly or Brooklyn could catch them, but I don't think Philly's going to catch them. And Brooklyn, I don't see why you would want to catch them. Chicago, they're 2-8 in their last 10 games, and they're still in the 10 seed. They've gone 2-8, and they still have a 2.5 game lead. They could make the playoffs. They're 24-38. They could make the playoffs like 15 games below 500. That's crazy.
The East is such an embarrassing conference.
Like,
how come the West is always so top heavy and the East can never catch up?
The 10 seed in the West is Dallas 32-30. In the East, it's Chicago 24-38. This is just crazy.
Yeah, the Lakers were in the play-in last year, right? Because I feel like I remember.
Yeah, I think so. Because they ended up. Were they the 7 seed last year?
Yeah, I think they said, I saw something that said that the Lakers would have been like the 2 or 3 seed in the East, but because they're in the West, they have to be in the play-in. Well, to paint the picture of the East, I wrote this in the preview that the Celtics were 14 games ahead of second place by the season's end, which I think was the
last year.
Because I wrote about how the Cavs clinched before, like 9 days before the Celtics did.
Yeah, it's crazy. The East, man. We're 8 games ahead of Boston right now, 11 ahead of New York. And then after that, it gets really bad. Like we are 21.5 games ahead of Miami, who's the 7 seed right now.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is, yeah. Man. But yeah, hopefully I've been keeping an eye on this. I really need Milwaukee to fall to the 6th seed. They're 1 game ahead of Detroit. So they're right now they're the 4 seed. It's Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit are basically neck and neck. I need Milwaukee to drop to the 6, and then they get to play New York in the first round, Boston in the second round.
I feel like the Bucks are the most uninspiring contender there is.
Yeah, they don't inspire me, but I think they would beat New York, and then I would just like Boston to have to deal with Giannis. That's all. None of the other matchups. Detroit's not going to give Boston much issue. Miami's not going to bother them this year. Indiana probably isn't going to bother them at all. I think the Bucks would be the toughest matchup for Boston outside of Cleveland. Maybe New York, but I think Milwaukee would give them even more problems than New York. So I just want Boston to have the toughest possible path.
I feel like for the Knicks' toughest path would be to play the Pistons in round 1. I think, especially with the way that they're constructed right now, they're so high octane offense, and the Pistons are so just we're gonna beat you down for 4 straight quarters. I would be really intrigued to see how Towns would fare in a series like that, especially with the way how Detroit uses their bigs.
JB Revenge series, Jalen Duren replicating the Mitchell Robinson role. That would feel good for JB.
Uno
Isaiah
reverse.
Stewart could do it.
Jalen Duren.
Tony, did you do a funeral for Timothée Chalamet's Oscars? We damn sure did. Absolutely.
You dressed well for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got all dressed up just for them to snub my guy. It's a shame. Here, I'll share the funeral real quick in the chat for Dylan.
Did you take any ownership in the other awards that Dune 2 won?
Yes, I definitely I stood up and I clapped and I was very excited. We took home 2 awards. Well, we got best sound and best visual effects. Although I do love I love the Planet of the Apes movies, so I would have been fine with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes winning special effects, but it's okay. Dune triumphed, took 2 of them home. So there we had the vigil set up on stream. We had the candle and all the great stuff there. We got the Dune books, the Paul Atreides Funko Pop, the Blu-ray, and our candle going. So
wow,
we sent it off on a high note.
Why does Jackson look so happy?
He just loves Dune, he couldn't believe it. he's like Squidward. Jackson's gonna be like Squidward the first time he tries a Krabby Patty. When Jackson sees the sandworm scene when Paul's riding the worm, that's gonna be Jackson. All right, he's gonna realize he's been hating on a masterpiece this whole time. There is a video too. If you click on it, there's the above tweet is the video. The tweet flopped, man. People don't love the Dune funeral. I guess that just means they want me to keep the bit going. They didn't want to see it end. That's all.
You're kind of the Dune guy.
The thumbnail yesterday had Paul Atreides next to Donovan Mitchell and
I saw
whoever else. I was like, I think that might have been my best work yet. Let's see if this game's back.
You just perfectly balance pop culture with basketball,
Yeah, it's me and the Ringer doing it better than anyone else. So we did it as a funeral because Dune and Timothy lost at the Oscars, and I figured we should let it ride off into the sunset before it gets overdone. So we're trying to let it go, but we're giving everyone context right now is all.
The moral dilemma.
Yeah, the moral dilemma, the ethical dilemma.
Yes.
Yeah,
the Bucks just have a bunch of who he play for candidates.
Seriously. No, apparently Kuzma's been playing well since getting to Milwaukee, I've heard. I haven't really caught much of their game since then. Like you said, they don't really the Milwaukee basketball isn't very inspiring, but Giannis is awesome and Dame is awesome. I guess Kuzma's been playing pretty decent.
Our guy AJ Green.
Yeah. Derry Bird. Oh yeah, he played well after he got love saved him. Yeah. The power of love. Speaking of the power of love, I successfully influenced my mom and my grandma to go see Interstellar in Dolby
Oh,
Atmos tonight before it leaves. So they're going to see that movie right now.
wow, hype. Hunger Games is coming to my movie theater.
Oh, let's go.
It was March Katniss was what they called it.
That's crazy.
I want to go see at least one of them.
Hmm.
I'll probably see the second one, honestly.
Yeah, that's the best one I've heard.
I don't know. I read and watched the first movie and then never like continued. And it's
Hmm.
so deep now. I think they just announced another prequel book.
Yeah, another one. I've seen the first movie and the prequel movie. I've never seen the second or the
Oh,
third, fourth
was it
movies.
Ballad of Bird and Snakes?
Yeah, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes or something. It was a fine movie. Like, it's fine.
I still want to see it. I can't find
Yeah.
it on any streaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where what if it's on any streaming service, but it was worth watching. Like I wouldn't rent it, but if it's on streaming, then yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch Anora, and it's like the only way I
It's
can
good.
watch it. You've seen it?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Oh my god, Tony, major cinephile.
It's I really liked Nora. I know some people really I think most people seemed happy with it winning, but it's not Dune. It's not Dune, but
It's not.
it
It's
was
not
a
a
good
complete
movie.
unknown.
It was a good movie, good performances. It becomes like a comedy midway through, which that was when I really enjoyed it. Oh yeah, it's coming to Hulu in March. Like, well, yeah,
I gotta
March
upgrade
17th.
my Hulu. I have Hulu with ads, and it's brutal.
Mm. Oh my god, the ads on every streaming service is unbelievable, dude.
I know. It makes it makes it so you have to pick select ones pretty much because
Mm.
rather than spread it out on ad filled versions, just pick
Yeah.
the 2 or 3 that you'll watch and then go for the no ad.
Mm. Yeah, is it? I think it's Amazon Prime that does the. I don't think it does it with every movie, but it'll show you the ads, like 2 minutes of ads before you watch
Yes,
the movie.
it's
I'll do that
nice.
all day. Like I
I will do that all
appreciate
day
that. Yeah, show me the ads early on.
because I want to watch A Real Pain too, and that's on
Oh
Hulu
yeah,
as well.
you haven't seen that, but
I love
I've heard
Kieran
it's good.
Culkin.
Yeah, he
He was so
won,
good in Succession. Yeah,
so good for him. Yeah,
this is great teaser for our Patreon movie pod,
yeah,
where
it
we're
really
like, I want to
is.
see that. I want to see that too. Anyway,
Yeah, it'll just be you know how sometimes on when you're hanging out with the boys, you just name random NBA players or athletes.
we'll talk about
Our
movies on our
yeah,
watch list.
our movie podcast will just be, have you heard about this movie? Oh yeah, I can't wait to
Yeah,
see
that
that one. I
guy's
heard
in
it's
it.
good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg, The Social Network. I love that movie.
I think everyone will appreciate that in-depth analysis. I actually saw Lady Bird the other day. So I think I really am gonna do a second YouTube channel for movie stuff, and we'll get you and Jackson in there too. But spoiler alert, I think the video that I'm gonna do, my nerdy solo video to get it started with the bit, I want to rank every Timothy Chalamet movie.
Oh
So I watched
hell yeah,
Lady
dude.
Bird yesterday. I gotta watch I gotta watch Willy Wonka, which I'm kind of dreading.
Oh god, dude,
I'm
no,
kind of dreading that one.
dude, that's
And
gonna
then
be
I gotta
terrible.
watch Little Women and Bones and All, I think, are the only ones I'm missing. And he's in a movie called King that I didn't know. Maybe I'll watch that, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I watched Lady Bird and I felt hoodwinked because he's barely even in the movie. I was like, I guess I really didn't even have to
He's in
watch this.
Hoodwinked.
No, no, no. I was hoodwinked.
Oh,
I felt
I was like,
hoodwinked
what?
for watching Lady Bird because he's really barely in the movie, but the movie is great. So I really didn't need to watch it for the Timothy Chalamet ranking, but the movie itself is good. What's up, Jarrett?
Was that
Welcome in.
was that the 2014 Oscar winner?
No, I think that's what? No, Birdman. Are you thinking
Birdman.
of
That's what
Birdman?
I'm
Yeah,
thinking of. Yeah.
yeah. Lady Bird is like a coming of age story. I think it was 2019 or something. It's really good. The lead actress Saoirse Ronan is also in
Mm.
Little Women. Yeah, Lady Bird's really good. It's like a comedy coming of age story about like a teenage girl going through senior year. And Timothy Chalamet is like in 5 scenes, and he's fine in the scenes. But I was like, this probably didn't was not a waste of time. I did really like the movie, but it's not gonna rank super high on the Timothy rankings when I finally drop the video. You guys know what number one's gonna be.
Are you gonna take into account the amount of scenes that Timothy is in and then judge his performance based off that? Or are you going to judge the movie with Timothy Chalamet in it?
I think what I'm going to do to even it out is I'm going to have a movie score and a Tim score.
Because I was going to say Interstellar would probably be really high.
That was the one that made me think, okay, I'm going to have to separate this between the quality of the movie and the actual Timothy performance. So Interstellar is basically disqualified because it would just be it would be number one. So we're gonna rank them like that. I'm excited. I'm hopefully gonna do it this week. I'm just gonna finally pull the trigger on that, and then we'll get you and Jackson, and we'll do pods and stuff. It'll be fun.
I think it'll be a hoot.
Nice. Let's go. Hopefully the Cavs can win the game.
I feel like your debut should be Jackson's review of Dune, but
yeah, that's the barrier for entry for Jackson. Before he's allowed on the second channel, he has to watch Dune Part 2.
I feel like Jackson's gonna be like, I don't want to talk about movies.
He'll talk about Star Wars, I'm sure.
It's true. You guys can talk about which one did you see? Phantom Menace.
Yeah, the Phantom Menace. It's the only one I've seen. Kevin Love 3. All right. Cavs were up by 17, basically with like 2 minutes left in the first half, and then they squandered that lead. Let's see if they can deliver a Cavalanche, or are we going to be in a dogfight tonight?
Oh, no.
Kevin Love with the pump fake. All right. Kevin Love revenge game is on the horizon.
Why is he so good? I feel like me and Alona on Twitter only ever interact when it's about our love of Kevin Love. It's the only time we ever engage with each other's tweets.
Yeah. He would look good in wine and gold. Has Kobe ever thought about this guy?
Do we ever scout him a little more? Or they're also mind-breakingly effective for the fact that his mid-range pull-up that usually precedes it is never the most athletic thing you'll watch on a game night.
We got a mini Kevin Love outlet pass too. This is getting crazy out here. It's the Kevin Love show.
I mean, if I had a highlight reel like what they showed during that first quarter, I too would feel juiced up. Yeah. But also, that being said, can we check Kevin out after this game?
All right, y'all. I'm dropping the YouTube channel link in the chat. I made it the other night. There's no video uploaded. I'm naming it Max Movies because I couldn't think of anything else. My middle name is Mac. Name is subject to change. It's subject to change. It's an early attempt. But there's the channel. If you want to subscribe, hopefully I'll have the first video up this week. And I was gonna wait to drop the first video and then announce it, but I figured screw it. I'll drop it right now since we're talking about it. Hopefully, even if 2 of you subscribe, I'll have 2 viewers for the first video. So I'll appreciate it. And it's not going to be just me. We're going to get Corey. We're going to get Jackson. We'll have other people too. So hopefully it takes off. Hopefully we have a fun time talking movies there. Dan is subscribed. If nobody got me, I know Dan Highway got me. Let's go. Thank you, Dan.
We always got Dan.
Appreciate you, Dr. Manhattan. Anyone who subscribes, thank you. It means a lot. Like I said, video coming soon.
The nickname for the channel.
Yeah.
The pun has. You really have to make it something based off either Chalamet or Dune.
I know.
It's the backbone of the channel.
I got to think of a good Dune pun. I really do. I'm going to keep thinking of it. Return of the Mac. Yeah, great song, by the way.
Love that song.
Fantastic song. Great commercial for Burger King.
It is shit in one of his things.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. DG with the pick 6.
I like Post Malone, but sometimes when he goes to cover, it's never great.
Yeah. Whoa, Jared Allen.
His cover of Pearl Jam, we won't speak of.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, though. I like Post Malone, too, but sometimes he gets a little audacious with the covers.
Mm-hmm. I think he saw T-Pain and how good he is at covers and was like, yeah, I'm like the same thing pretty much. It's like,
yeah.
No.
Our Cavs are holding on to that 3-point lead. Is Kevin Love? No. Kevin Love
Oh
again?
people love again.
The imposter. Wow. Tie game.
I
All
mean,
right,
you can't be
Miami's
an
going to make us
imposter
earn
if you're
it.
not somewhat accurate, an
Yeah.
accurate representation. You would be
Ooh.
oh,
Wow.
Timu tea cooking.
Timu, yeah. Oh man. All right, looks like the Cavs they got their hands full right now. It's been a couple games in a row. They've been scrapping. Listen, this is what you normally expect. In a normal NBA season, you're going to have loads of games like this. The Cavs for most of the year have just been obliterating teams. So we're not used to it. But this is what a normal game in the NBA looks like. Wow.
So do we give up at this point, or?
I think so, yeah. The chat yesterday got so negative when we were losing to Chicago, which is completely fair because we were down 15 to the Chicago Bulls. But the chat was, the sky was falling. Dan was ready to turn on the PS5, and then
Dude, Dan's always threatening
Green.
Gran Turismo.
Dan understands that sometimes you got to put pressure on them to turn it up. It's like if they're not playing with the appropriate energy, Dan starts hovering over the PS5 button. And all of a sudden, Javonte Green checks in and saves the day.
Dan's like, I gotta know what a Cybertruck feels like on Gran Turismo.
Yeah, Dan's getting ready to turn it on. I've enjoyed the way Jared Allen's played.
It helps when you're going against Kevin Love.
Yeah.
I think if the Heat really cared about Kevin Love, that they would, buy him out.
We heard y'all calling him the congeniality these days. There's no way that's his nickname. That's the first time I've ever seen Darius Garland called that. I mean, it's not a bad name for him, I guess, but
it's way too much of a tongue twister.
That's my issue with these damn nicknames. I'm over here getting my ass beat on the playback stream trying to pronounce these damn nicknames. It's easy to read. It's harder to say them out loud.
You don't want to just do the congeniality right off the top of the. You don't want to tell your grandkids about how you watched the congeniality live.
I'm watching the congeniality, the predicament, the onomatopoeia. The
why is everything the too?
Yeah, you gotta have the title.
Everyone saw the glove and was like,
that's the one. The concept, yeah. I don't get. So why is he the concept? Is it because he's like the concept of an elite 3-point shooter, but he's not
that's
quite
Dylan
an elite 3-point shooter? Yeah, that's Dylan Windler is the original concept. That man is the hypothetical.
The hypothetical. Dylan Windler out in Beijing catching strays.
Dean Wade, the marathon. Cardio Dean, the marathon. I don't know if that
Dean
works,
Wolf.
but we're workshopping them live. The Dean Wolf, yeah.
With Robert Pattinson's new movie, Dean Wolf has never been more on the rise.
Yeah.
Which I'm definitely not going to watch, honestly.
Levert should be the wheel. The wheel of misfortune.
I don't know why I was thinking of take the wheel.
Oh, yeah. That is usually Karis LeVert in transition. It's take the wheel, but you saw his game winner, right?
Yeah.
Can't believe it. He hits a transition layup for the first time all season with the game on the line. That was really, I tweeted the joke, but it's immovable object versus unstoppable force. Karis LeVert at the end of quarters, the buzzer beaters versus his transition layups. One of them had to win, and for on that night, it was the end of quarter magic.
I will never slander Karis LeVert. He is the only nickname I ever generated that got traction.
Yeah. Wait, what was it again?
What the hell, Tony? You just defeated my whole point.
The Resurgence?
Yes.
Yes. I had to verify because there were so many variations after that. After you came up with the Resurgence, there was the La Renaissance, and that might have been it. I think there was only two, but the Karis Resurgence, that really did that had fire for a while there.
Dude, this girl crushed the drinking game.
Yeah, she made it look easy.
Usually you're supposed to do in between or outside, but whatever. I'll be right back.
Yeah, the Rocket Arena. They changed the sign outside the arena already and everything. Cavs karaoke. This one's always a blast. Or no, are they not doing? Oh, I thought this was the karaoke challenge. They're just letting the crowd sing. Never mind. Not as fun. Yeah, old kid. I do think it's a little annoying that they keep on changing the name, but I think they finally found at least the easiest one. The Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse was a mouthful. So just saying Rocket Arena, it's clean. It's way better. I mean the Q was legendary, as Dylan just said. The Q was way easier, but if you're gonna change it, Rocket Arena is better than Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Yeah, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. Ant the Arachnid. I don't like that because it steps on Donovan Mitchell too much. Donovan Mitchell is the spider, so you can't take it. The Durantula too. Yeah, people forget the Durantula. Spider-Man, deep in the rock. Yeah. All right, Cavs officially trailing now.
You want to go back to the Bucks game?
Maybe. Have the Cavs have they blown a double-digit lead this season and actually lost the game? I'm trying to think. Have they blown a lead?
I don't think they had a double-digit lead in either of those Hawk games.
I don't think so. Yeah, there's not many losses to choose from, I guess.
And they got scorched by the Heat last time.
Yep.
In one of their losses.
Same with Boston. We lost to Boston twice. We lost to Atlanta twice. We lost to the Heat once. So that's 5 of our 10 losses already. Houston. Oh, how much were we up by against Houston the second time? I don't remember.
We might have been up by double digits at one point.
I feel like we might have been. So we lost to Houston twice. That's 7 of our 10 losses. Who else did we lose to?
I don't like to think about the negatives, Tony.
It's true.
I'll look it up.
Lose to Indiana?
Oh, well, we lost in we lost
to the Thunder
in-season tournament.
Oh yeah,
the Bulls. No, who did we lose to? The Celtics.
No, we lost to the Hawks and the Celtics, right? In the in-season tournament. So that was part of the.
So we already had
the Philly game. Oh my god, Philly game was awful. Okay, so that's 9 out of the 10 I think we got. I'm missing one more.
We got Indiana, Houston, Philly, Houston again, Boston, Miami, Atlanta, Boston.
Okay, then I guess we got all of them, and I
think we just forgot one of the Houston ones. I think we only accounted for one of them.
Yeah, Paul George had 30. Who else did Eric Gordon? Didn't Eric Gordon hit 2 30-footers against us?
Yeah, and Yabusele became Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe they're still reviewing this. This is what I'm saying. I feel like the replay, I try not to complain about the refs too much, but the last few Cavs games have been so slow. We just get these long-ass reviews. That's clearly
what are they reviewing?
Jerome.
It went off his kneecap.
Yeah, come on, man. We did one look at it. Let's go play ball.
It's just because they know that they need to maximize that Zoom.
They're about to do a whole T-shirt toss.
This T-shirt toss was brought to you by the Chase Down Podcast, which was brought to you by Zoom.
Zoom AI. It's unfortunate. I know it kills Justin to have to read that.
He is the king of the segue, though. So I'm sure adding AI to it probably really gets the creative juices flowing.
Hey, you know what? Can't be mad at that. The boys getting the bag. They're getting that Zoom money. The Junkyard Pod, unsponsored. If anybody wants to sponsor the Junkyard Pod, hit us up.
Unbiased. We're not dictated by the Zoom moguls. Big Zoom doesn't control this podcast.
It's true.
Next episode. This episode was brought to you by Teams.
Yeah, we haven't been bought out by big AI yet.
Oh no, you were saying the NBA got hacked yesterday with the crypto.
Yeah, I think like the Cavs ended up tweeting it out too, and then immediately deleted it. So I think a couple teams got hacked. So I just deleted the post because I figured it must have just been hacked. Yeah.
I wonder what house
Tristan was hanging out with the social media team. One of the people went to the bathroom and Tristan picked up the phone.
I got this great opportunity for you guys. DG's in on it too. I've never been more disappointed in DG.
Yeah, DG. What is it? Tracy AI, whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
Jackson scolding the chat.
I disagree. Go Cavs.
I can't believe we're still. I mean, I know the replay review is over, but I feel like I've seen this.
You can see the clear change of direction off of Mitchell's knee to Jerome's knee to out of bounds. How much more do we need to? Yeah, why did who?
I didn't realize that was a Kenny challenge. Honestly, I didn't even know which coach challenged that. I stop paying attention when we go to the challenges a lot of times. It's just so obnoxious. Like, I understand if it's a big moment, but when it's an out of bounds play with 6 minutes left in the third quarter, I'm like, can we just keep it rolling? You know, like if someone picks up their fourth foul or it's a key just a big play, I get it. But when it's an out of bounds play this early in the game, I'm like, come on.
It's not a momentum swing either.
Exactly.
If I was the refs, I'd just be like, look at it once, turn to the coach. That was a dumbass challenge. Anyway, let's just keep going.
We got a game.
Is Kenny's record actually hurting the Cavs with challenges?
Maybe. Yeah.
Where they're like, he can't be wrong. He's so accurate.
They're tired of being proven wrong by Kenny. Right. Looks like the Cavs are in their zone. Yep. They're in a 3-2.
I don't like how Darius, though, is sticking with Kevin then.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess they are.
I don't think they're running zone. I think they're running. Oh, yeah.
It was weird. It was a weird possession.
Yeah, because then Garland and Hunter switched. I don't know if it was just because DG was dragged out of his zone, but then he shouldn't have followed Love into the paint. So it's so confusing.
I couldn't tell what they were doing there. All right, we'll take that.
Oh, a little Kevin Love outlet action. Bang.
Hold up. Yep. Bang. Let's go. Cavs got their swag back, maybe. Maybe we're back in business. Feels like it's been all quarter. They haven't had a moment like that, a stop and then a quick score. All right, another one. Get the rebound. Get the rebound. Foul. Let's go.
It is crazy at Kevin Love's age that he still is pretty active on the glass the way he is.
Yeah, that's one thing he definitely hasn't lost. The 3-point shot, weirdly, has kind of abandoned him, but he's still a force on the glass.
He's still a good break starter, too, just with that outlet pass.
Yep.
Defensively, obviously top 2 big in the league.
Yep, it's him and George.
Yep, that's what they say in some circles. Oh, and the hit in the face. The streak is over. Erase the whiteboard.
Someone in the crowd needs to storm the floor and try to change something here. We need to start. Oh, man, that wasn't even Darius's fault. Sometimes it's his fault leading with his head. That time, Robinson just hit him right in the upper lip. It's a weird spot. Tie? Nope.
One of my Boston friends just texted me saying, tell Ty Jerome to watch this Pritchard game and take notes.
Oh, is PP balling right now?
He must be. I told him, shut your mouth.
As you should.
I won't take any Typhoon slander.
Sam Merrill moving off the dribble. A lot of ball movement. Wow. Good defense for Miami.
DG should have pulled up on that.
Yeah. That was great defense for Miami. They were scrambling all over the place.
I would have rather he took the set shot than a floating runner.
Mm. Sam Merrill on the switch.
Yeah, Bontemps came up on my feed today. I forget what he said. It was something pretty whack, honestly.
Yeah, he's been rattling off some bad takes recently.
I'm gonna have to see what my exact reference was.
Yeah, he's had some bad takes. All right, Bam against Mobley, against the predicament. We got the nickname matchup. Mobley wins that battle.
Oh yeah,
Mobley has silenced the onomatopoeia.
It was his Anthony Davis take, where how he should try to leave the Mavericks. Don't suit up for the rest of the season. Asked to leave at the end of the season, and yeah, that was it.
Man, that would be.
Your boy's cooking in the lab.
I can't imagine the situation getting worse. And yet, I guess there are pathways for it to get worse.
Oh man.
All right, let's see if the Cavs can get back to turning stops into some offense. Because now, oh, there you go, another layup for Miami. It feels like they haven't really influenced this game. Friend of the program, Tim Bontemp, yeah.
Yeah, friend of some.
Kick. A good drive and kick right there from Mobley. And Ty Jerome finally burying a three. I don't know what he's shooting, but it seems like he's been a bit
3
quiet.
for 10.
Yeah, let's see. I'm pulling up the box score. All right. We got Cleveland in the lead by
4 for 10.
Is he really? 4 for 10, yeah. He's
Plus
got
minus
12
leader.
points. That's true. He's plus 11. Yeah, we got Mobley with a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Mitchell and Garland both have 13. Damn, Mitchell's 1 of 6 from 3. Cavs overall are shooting 9 for 29 from 3. Only 31%. Miami isn't shooting much better, but they are staying in this game. Bam Adebayo's got 22 points. Got 9 points from Duncan Robinson off the bench. And we got Jetty on stream.
Good
Jetty
luck charm.
Cam. Yeah, we needed a good luck charm. Apollo is snoring underneath me, so.
Oh. The wife.
Yeah, Jimmy with Golden State has been. Oh, he got summoned. Jimmy with Golden State has been better than I expected. I knew he would help them, but he's helped them a lot more than I thought. I thought they were further in the hole.
Even with I heard a really good reasoning behind it for why the Warriors did. They just were like, well, we could either be in non-contention with the roster that we have, or we could at least have some semblance of contention by trading for Butler. And even in Butler's non-shooting games, he still is a plus player, which is more than most of what the Warriors role players at the time could really offer.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting a legit guy next to Steph Curry has made a big difference too. He's had some big games recently. I have to imagine a big part of that is he's no longer the only person on the team that can score.
Yeah, that usually helps. I wonder if Clay is going to look back and realize he should have taken less money.
Maybe. Although I think he's probably fine with the bag he earned.
A bag with a destitute friend. What the heck was that?
That was an ugly play. Mitchell pull up 3.
Oh,
there we go.
My God.
That's a free 3 points right there. Thank you, Terry. Someone, wait a minute. Terry Rozier? Maybe we need to investigate again.
Oh, that's true.
Some fishy right there. That's a little too suspicious there, Terry. All right, in transition, nice. Let's go. The Mobley effect.
Here we go, fellas. Buckle up.
Yep, just like that. It's an 8-point lead. The foundation's starting to shake a little bit.
All right, Terry, let's get another sick assist. Oof.
Oh, they need it. Ooh, all right. slowing down the potential Cavalanche there.
What's with great value, Austin Reeves?
Right. Ty Jerome, show him how it's done. I'll give it back to Ty. Here it is. Sam.
Oh,
ball movement.
friendship. Oh,
get the
good
rebound.
Board.
Kick it out.
Oh,
what is going?
Why did we switch angle?
Trying everything. We had 3 different angles on that shot. I love that Jackson is just silently battling a war in the chat. They've been going back and forth. Cavs are 23-1, most wins in the NBA against teams in the bottom 10 of net rating. They also have the best or second best net rating against those teams. They beat the worst teams better than everybody. Yes, I believe their one loss is to Philly, I'd imagine. Also, Cavs will win this one by 15. I agree. I think the Cavs are going to end up pulling away. Last minute or so definitely suggests that, but the Miami Heat have been scrappy. You know, that Heat culture, Kevin Love with revenge on his mind. They played a good game tonight, but I do think the Cavs, the talent disparity already gave them a 17-point lead at one point. They do that again if they turn up the heat a little bit, no pun intended. I don't think Miami will be able to keep up.
Don't do it, Larson.
Uh-oh.
Is that Haywood Highsmith? Oh, my God.
Yep. Another 3. They've played well, man. I'll give a lot of credit to Miami. They played a good game.
I mean, Spo always can maximize who he has on the floor. I feel like the Heat have a lot of players that are good with that. But
yeah, Spo's going to make it work no matter what.
Oh, they also got like the worst role of what their season could be.
Yeah.
Not that their ceiling was ultra high heading into it. They probably at best were going to be a 6 seed, but I still feel like it went the worst way possible for them.
Yeah, this wasn't what they were hoping for. Driving kick. Come on, DeAndre. Nope.
All the law of averages is showing up for.
Can you guys stop here?
Oh,
hey, let's go. One more shot at it. Put it up. Oh, that would have been a crazy 2-way sequence right there.
Hunter is pissed.
Yeah, he hasn't shot the ball well. I don't think he shot the ball well last game either.
No, I think he had 8 points or something.
Nice getting back in transition right there, though. Yeah, I feel you, Mega MC. It's definitely frustrating when you see them play against a team that is way below them in the standings and the game is this close. But it's, that's the way life is in the NBA. That's how seasons usually go. The Cavs this year have been unbelievable, just decimating the lower tier teams on a nightly basis. So we've had. Normally, you'll have these games sprinkled throughout the season where, you'll have a couple games here or there where you're competitive against the lower tier teams. The Cavs went 3 months without really having any trouble against those teams, and now they've had 3 games in a row. So I think that's maybe why it feels more frustrating. Usually you have them kind of scattered around. Right now, it's multiple games in a row that you feel like they should be destroying the team they're playing. But, I still feel good about the way this game's going. I think the Cavs are playing fine. I think Miami is just really, really giving them a good game. Let's see. Are we going to get another $10,000 handed out tonight?
Does each person get one attempt this time?
Yeah. Yeah, Cavs are on the road for all of March, too. I know they have 10. I'm pretty sure they have 10 road games and 6 home games this month, which is pretty wild. We got, I think, next week or 2 weeks from now, we got the West Coast road trip. All these games start at 10 p.m. So I'm going to need the chat in here with me and Jackson. And I'm not sure if Corey signed up for any of those, but we're going to need the chat with us. It's going to be some late night Cavs streams coming up next week, guys.
Let me check the
green tea
content planner.
Ooh, the Mitchell jersey almost brought it home. I know Jackson signed up for all of them, and I think I signed up for most of them. Let's go. He shot that like a jump shot too. Ice cold. Absolutely ice cold. Is this the second one in a row where the last person made it? with the hoodie on. Tristan Cam. There we go. Wow. Cavs are just handing out $10,000. Yeah, Cleveland really has the best half-court fans. This is crazy. Look at this. Each shot like a jumper.
Oof.
Wet like water. That was crazy. In the jeans. Wow. I feel like they've given out $10,000 like every home game.
I'm only signed up for Spurs.
You said you're signed up for one. Your mic kind of cut a little bit.
Oh, I said I'm signed up for the Spurs.
Oh, yeah. I'll be at that game. So that one, that's a home game, I think.
It might just be a solo Spurs. Wow. I signed up for this before the Wemby injury, too, so that's rough. I know you and Jackson playing.
That's actually crazy. Every other night they're giving away 10,000. Yeah, the prize is going to be a gift card to the team store soon. They got to be running low on the budget. We're not going to be able to afford Ty Jerome at this rate.
We were going to pay Ty Jerome a ridiculous contract, but unfortunately,
we had to give away so much money for the half court shots over and over.
We gave away $20 million in half courts.
Moondog was giving people too many good deals and deal or no deal.
We told the banker to be more stringent.
It adds up, man.
They're going to have to make you buy into
Cavs and put it away.
Ty? Oh. I think the reason the Cavs are in a close game is because Tony's not drinking tea.
It's true. No tea tonight. I didn't make any. I think maybe I jinxed it.
I don't think it's a maybe.
It's not too late. I can run downstairs, get the kettle.
Get a quick pot going.
It only takes about 2 minutes.
Jesus.
Duncan Robinson is frying us.
Where's Max Strus?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't even seen him out there very, very much tonight. I don't know if that's accurate.
I feel like
noticed him.
I feel like I just don't remember him being out there since the opening tip.
Does anyone know what's going on with Max Strus? Has he been out there? I'm going to check his minutes.
I'm also...
You might get it first.
20 minutes?
20 minutes. Yeah, that's bad because I haven't noticed him at all. And usually with Max Strus, I at least see him like have a good defensive possession or a good drive and kick or feed the bigs. I feel like I haven't noticed him at all. Maybe I'm just not paying close attention, but that's not a good sign.
Oh.
Yeah, Miami's defense has been I would say the story of the game. That's where they're staying in it. Yes, they've been good on offense too, but this defense is really scrambling everywhere. But great job from Mitchell right there. Let's see if the Cavs can break free.
Turns out when Miami also doesn't run zone, their defense is better.
Yeah. Maybe just no zone, guys. Let's just man.
I was going to say, the worst thing that could happen to this is the Cavs lose because of Miami's zone defense. And Kenny goes like, now see what a zone can do for you.
This is why we do this every day in practice, guys. Here's a good defense right there. Force a 24-second violation. Very switchable. Dean Wade did it. I feel like Dean Wade just guarded the ball that entire possession. So great stuff from Dean. Look at that pass from Ty Jerome, by the way. I didn't even realize how crazy that was. Deep in the corner, double teamed.
Literally a prayer.
Dean Wade. Yeah.
Oh,
Here you go,
nice.
cooking again. Ice off the dribble, dunk on him, Euro.
Dunk on him.
All right, they're definitely paying a lot of attention to Duncan Robinson now. Oh, good cut right there, Sam. I feel like Sam has definitely resorted to just fouling guys when he gets beat now. I feel like he's picked up a lot of fouls the last week or so. Let's see this. Yeah, he gets beat and just pulls him. Tan, get the PS5 ready.
Yes, they did. Aura.
Here's BG now in the chat. I think that's why the Cavs have been struggling. They needed BG. Welcome in, man. Loving the baby blues. Beautiful jersey. Beautiful court.
Not a beautiful game right now, though.
I don't think Miami broke. No, I don't think Miami broke our streaks. I think Miami beat us like shortly after Atlanta did. Right?
You might be right.
Yeah, because our first streak, Boston ended it. Second streak, Houston ended it.
I'll check. I have the schedule up right now. Yeah, it was like in a mix of no. Yeah, it was a 4-game win streak at the time.
Oh, okay.
And then after them, that kick started it for us to lose to Indiana. Those were the dark times when we lost 4 games. Oh my God,
Dean. This is going to be a close game, man. I mean, listen, it was tied with 7 minutes yesterday, but I think we might be in for a close finish here. Miami's certainly a more trustworthy team than the Chicago Bulls. I expect them to be able to stay in it down the stretch, whereas Chicago, the wheels coming off wasn't too surprising. I'm not saying the Bulls aren't as good as Miami, but I'm not saying they are.
Gasp. Tony, save your hot takes for the pod.
Lil Boozy Vert's got a long way to go.
Lil Boozy.
The onomatopoeia, if you put him in Chicago, you guys would definitely make it out the play-in tournament.
True.
He did have, Chicago played good yesterday. I know the final score does not do that game justice. Chicago really stuck in there for the majority of the game. All right, let's see if Mitchell can get something here. Had DG open. A little bit of I think the Cavs at times are overthinking it tonight. It felt like the ball has been moving around, but I almost think some guys just need to shoot. There's been times where they zip the ball around the perimeter and everyone touches it, but they have a couple opportunities that they pass up on. And right there, Donovan throwing it to the corner. Yeah, DG open above the break. So I just kind of think they're overthinking it. They need to simplify the game. Take the good shot that's available. Make the easy pass. Right now, Miami's in a good position here. 6-point game. This is going to be a pivotal stretch right here. They might end up dropping this game if they don't get it under control. Let's see what they try to answer with. Looks like the zone.
Back the zone. Yep.
Yeah, they let Mitchell get way too low right there, Miami. So good job from DG to find him.
He was like around the restricted.
Yeah. Usually you're catching that ball above the free throw line. Mitchell caught it basically in the restricted area. I'd love to see Dean Wade pressure the ball a little bit when Kyle Anderson's bringing it up. I know he's a fine ball handler, but I don't like letting him just walk up to the 3-point line. I want Dean to get a little aggressive. I need the Wolf to come out. I think the Cavs are being not lazy, but the intensity isn't there right now.
They don't feel the urgency, it feels like.
Yeah. It looks like Dean's going to the bench.
Which is like natural, I guess, for a team that is on the tear that they're on.
Yeah.
But still, if you look at this game in a vacuum versus like in the grand picture of it, you would expect them to kind of show a little more fight.
Another 3. This is crazy. He's hit 2 threes.
Yeah. First quarter and now.
There we go. Yeah,
we'll just keep attacking
right back at the free throw line. Yeah. All right, I need to see some defense here, Cavs. All right, Mobley on Bam. See, can anybody stop him? Can anybody slow him down? It's good D. Oh, got to get that rebound. And then you fall for the pump fake. Got to get the rebound there. I think that one was on Allen. I'd have to see a
Mobley's
replay,
pissed.
but yeah.
We're not going to
You
use the
usually don't see
language that
Mobley
Mobley
do
used.
that.
Cuss?
That too, but fall for a pump fake. All right, I'm going to feed Apollo because he has been groaning for food the last few minutes. I don't know if you guys could hear him, but he's been very sassy.
It's been an up and down game for Mobley for sure. It feels like they haven't found a lineup that's necessarily worked for long stretches. It just feels like the Heat are ever rotating their cast here, and we're just kind of throwing stuff on the wall and letting it stick for way too long. Oh, thank God. If anything can rally the troops, it's the 2-1-6 sticks. Mm. Jamming out right now. I would not, even if the Cavs end up losing this game, use it as any sort of evidence that they won't succeed in the postseason.
Oh yeah, definitely. The season is not on the line. I can assure you guys that. This is just really the last few games. Portland, Chicago, and this one. We're coming off probably the most emotional week of the season, playing New York, Memphis, Orlando, and Boston all in a row. We've won 12 straight. Once you get to the point where you've won 12 in a row, even just once you get to the point where you've won 8 in a row, each game after that just takes on an additional weight. The streak is always on the back of your mind, and so it's harder to keep yourself motivated when you're playing against Portland, Chicago, and Miami after the stretch you just had. And again, I don't think the Cavs are necessarily playing bad tonight. This isn't like an F performance. They've just played fine basketball. Miami has played really, really good. Miami clearly had this one on their calendar, is taking this seriously. They're throwing zone at them a lot. It's a very good game plan from Eric Spoelstra. And the Cavs are they're in a dogfight right now. It's pretty typical to see something like this happen. So does it feel good? No, but it's not no sweeping conclusions from this game, no matter what happens.
Yeah, the Cavs are playing a mediocre game against an excellent 100% game from the Heat. And usually for the Cavs, if they're playing lesser competition, a mediocre game is what they need to get by. But an Eric Spoelstra coach team doesn't usually bend to mediocre play. So
yeah, I have to open this door. But yeah, Mega MC. I don't think the Cavs aren't taking this game seriously. It's just the energy and the urgency hasn't been there. And I know they can clinch a playoff spot with this game, but they're making the playoffs even if they lose tonight. They're gonna be the 1 seed. It's basically a guarantee. They'd have to really crumble, and I don't think they're gonna crumble. I really wouldn't be concerned about the last 3 games at all. I still think they'll probably end up winning this game as well, but we'll see. We'll see what happens the final few minutes here. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, so I think they're gonna pull out a victory here.
I would also say, like, if we were seeing the Cavs go 110% throughout every game of the regular season, that'd be a little concerning too, which is something I think people don't think about. Like, you're going to get burnout at some point. Like,
yeah,
there's a human element here that I think people sometimes forget about when it comes to sports in general, where it's like, you have to remember these people have their own, like, they could all have their own injuries, their own mental stuff going on that doesn't really show up on like any reports or anything either.
Yeah, I mean they've already had a couple guys who were banged up. Like I know people were expecting at least Garland or Mobley potentially to not even play tonight. That was something that we genuinely thought might happen. They're both out there. And also, I do think it's important to keep in mind. I know we keep saying like they're not playing with energy and everything, but I don't even think they're losing because of the lack of energy. Look, the reality is they're shooting 11 for 36 from three. That's 30%. Miami's shooting 40% from three. They've hit 12. So they just haven't had a great shooting night. Like, look, like Ty Jerome is 4 of 12. DeAndre Hunter is 0 of 4 from three. Donovan Mitchell's 3 of 10 from three. Strus is 1 of 4. They just haven't really had their usual 3-point scoring jump. In Miami, Bam Adebayo is a great interior defender, so they haven't been able to just punish them the way they have with other teams. Maybe they should work on shooting. They're the best offense in the NBA. I think they got it. I think they got it handled, but tonight's just an off night.
Oh, nice. I mean, they're getting the opportunities. They're getting stops in the defensive end. They're just, again, shooting, and they're not converting.
And the zone has made it really difficult for them to find other options. Oh. Here we go, Mobley. And there's Max Strus. He's alive. He's on the court. He did something.
Oh, my God.
Through a dump-off pass to Mobley. And it's like not only are the Cavs not shooting that well from the three, but how many times have we pointed out that DeAndre Hunter or Donovan Mitchell or whoever else is coming up to the free throw line in the middle of the zone? That's what they're trying to do. They want to take those shots rather than generating the threes that we usually get. Mobley, good D. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
That's what I mean. That's good defense. Bam is just having a great night.
Save it for when Asia's in the building.
Seriously.
Oh!
Strus, bring it to me. Come on. Do it. I need it, Strus. I need the Strus to get loose, please. Big three right there.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. The dump off pass. Good finish from Mobley. Then a three. Down by 2. 4 minutes left. This is very much Cavs are in a position to win. They've been the best clutch team in the NBA all year. I feel good. I feel pretty fine right now.
Nah, dude, it's over. Pack it up.
It's over.
There's a funeral for Dune, and now there's a funeral for this.
Yeah. Cavs season.
Over. Remember that? We're going to be like, remember that March Heat game? We should have known then.
That was the turning point. This team really, we exposed a lot about this team. That's the thing, though. Okay, so I'm not scolding the chat like Jackson was, but my question to the chat: if you're concerned about the Cavs right now, what from this game is like what single thing or multiple things is concerning you in the long term? Because yeah, they just haven't shot the ball well tonight. That's really the only thing. Like, I don't think Darius Garland is showing like any hidden weakness or Evan Mobley's, there's a limitation that's on display. I think they're just shooting the ball poorly and Miami's playing a really good game. BG, I think maybe summed it up. The score, the Miami Heat have more points than the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's the issue, I think.
I think the only thing I would say is that we're seeing that zone can really disrupt some parts of this Cavs offense.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just that, Bam Adebayo more times than not is getting matched up against Mobley in these zones too, that it feels like it's such a neutralizer, but that's the only thing I could ever think of from this game that feels like it could be a template for someone else going forward. But teams like Boston don't really run the zone like that. They trust their size and one-on-ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. And listen, I hear you. The Cavs haven't shot the ball well, but long term, I don't have any concerns about them. They've shot the ball. They've shot the lights out all year. So you're going to have, listen, the game, this is just how the game goes. You're going to have throughout 82 games, you're going to have nights where you don't shoot the ball well. Even Boston goes through them too. That 3-point variance is a real thing. The difference though in this game is like, I said it already, but in other matchups when the Cavs aren't shooting the ball well from three, they just pound it in the paint. Right now, this zone and Bam Adebayo, and even Kevin Love has done a pretty good job of controlling the paint defensively. So that's basically what's going on. Free throws do hurt. I know Mobley missed 5 of them already. If it ends up being a game that's decided by one possession, that's going to hurt. But yeah, I mean, we got to sign that half-court shot maker. Honestly, someone should give him a look. He shot that pretty confidently. I heard we have a 2-way spot. Actually, I don't think we do. Naquan Tomlin just got it. And we waived not Luke Travers, JT Thor. Tragic.
Oh, but not forgotten. Where's that funeral, Tony? That's a little insensitive.
Seriously, I should have. Jarrett hit the half-court shot on his 5th attempt.
Oh,
let's go.
All right, dude.
Oh yeah, the Cavs are what? They're 42-0 or 43-0 going into the fourth. Yeah, streak on the line.
These are often records that are indicators of playoff success.
All right, let's see this defensive possession here. We got DeAndre Hunter way off of, slow-mo. Bam, another three. Dude, there's no way Bam is shooting like that right now.
Why are we playing against Bam Bird?
Yeah, this is wild.
Oh, well, easy match right here.
Please.
Bang.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. Max Strus. I need him to torch his former team.
I can only imagine Twitter is reacting to this game the same way that they did when they lost to the Clippers in embarrassing fashion last year. Like, people are acting like it's a defining
so much
game.
worse, though. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
man. Oh, get it. Let's go. All right, come on, Kaz. Get a good shot. That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
We're so back.
3 threes in a row, and just like that, Cavs are back in the lead. Let's get another stop. No Bam threes.
Seriously.
No more. Someone's gotta shut the onomatopoeia up.
Show him a vowel.
Show him the predicament right here. Here it is.
The predicament.
Terry Rozier on the drive. Kicks it. Oh, that's an easy look. It's a little too easy right there.
I don't know. Haywood Highsmith showed some hesitation there.
Yeah. All right, come up to the top of the zone. Floater. Oh, nice lob. Hey, who was it? Dylan? Or Old Kid, I think. Who said it? There it is. It was Old Kid. Yeah. DeAndre Hunter made a pass out of the zone right there. Let's go.
It's no big to big, but I'll settle for it.
Close enough. Wing to big. That's something we never had before.
That's true.
Strus all over Robinson. I like forcing Robinson to go downhill. I
don't like that, though.
Don't like leaving him, though. There we go. There we go. Come on. Keep applying that pressure. Keep applying pressure. Be smart with it, though.
I would just take Rumpet.
All right, here comes the double team. Got to get out your hand.
Oh,
this is what I mean. This is what I was saying earlier. Doing a little too much, overthinking it. Max Strus is wide open. You just got to swing the ball.
Garland would have been open one pass later.
Yeah,
would have been nice.
He was holding it, trying to make something special happen, and you just got to make the right read. And he did it against Boston. I know I highlighted that play and we talked about it. Did it against Boston, same situation, but it was Darius Garland instead of Max Strus on the elbow there. Got to get the ball up quick. So I didn't like that possession from Donovan Mitchell.
It also didn't help that he shot a ballistic missile at Evan Mobley's face.
It's going 1,000 miles per hour. Oh, scary,
my God. Wow.
Oh, air ball. No!
Oh.
All
foul.
Right. Whew. Man, yeah, bad foul by Highsmith. I'd like to see a replay because I don't know how much contact there was. Let's see. Yeah, Rozier with the air ball. Big rebound from Strus. Ooh. They might have got screwed on that one, but there's no replay reviews left. We've used all the challenges.
We wasted it on a Ty Jerome kneecap, and
yep.
I forget.
DG.
Oh, Hunter. Hunter is a zone killer.
Go. The zone killer. We did not have that before. That is such a difference maker, having a guy with size you could just dump the ball to right there. Great play. All right, switch. Strus on the imposter. Kick it. Highsmith. Contested 3. Let's go. Clean up the glass. One more score.
Let's kill some clock here.
Kill the clock. Get a bucket. Send him home. I need that dancing frog stretching, getting ready, warming up the limbs. DG maybe should have just taken it. Is he okay? Okay, he's okay. Oh, no. I think he's okay. I think DG probably should have taken the mid-range pull up there, but here's the DeAndre Hunter floater. Like to see that. I think DG's okay.
It's always interesting to see what FanDuel decides is the necessary replay. Not that Darius looked like he got hurt, but
let's see this ankle. You know what? For turning your ankle though, that didn't look too bad. I know we're the doctors, so we should be able to make a conclusion here. But to me, it didn't look too bad as far as ankle sprains go. He looks okay.
I'm just gonna say that's an ankle roll. I'm not gonna give that a grade on that sprain. Carry on. Put a little ice on that. Maybe take an ibuprofen tonight. You'll be good to go.
Yep,
that's my analysis.
All right, come on, Cavs. I'm not gonna look at the chat just in case anyone spoils it.
It's true. I also will avoid it.
On Bam Adebayo. It's going to work. Let's go.
Oh, Max.
Max Strus is in his head.
The invisible man strikes.
Max Strus, look at this.
Oh
man. He really did mind tricks on him.
I know, I was going to say, I've never seen someone so hype for a person's hands being too sweaty.
He onomatopoeied his pants, yes. Oh, it's true. We all saw it. It's undeniable.
Oh,
here we go.
Oh, my God.
Dude, same thing. Max Strus is wide open in the corner, man. Just pass the ball. Just give it up. You just got to give it up right there, man. Kenny is pissed. It might have been a foul. No, it's clean.
That was all ball.
And Strus is wide open in the corner. I know that Mitchell's expecting to get fouled. Strus was more open than it looks right there.
But he also dribbled so far out that it could it opened the door.
He could have handed it to him at that point. Yeah. Not the best execution down the stretch from our Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, DG and Don, but they're still in a position to win it. Still in very good position. They might foul here, judging by how Kenny plays. It's still very early though, so maybe they won't. That's kind of the question we're about to find out. He did it with 13 seconds against Portland. 18 seconds. For me, I hate fouling up three, just on principle. But if you're actually going to do it strategically, it's too early to do it right here.
Why don't we show the turnovers in the last 2 minutes?
Yeah. Mitchell, 26 points. I mean, he still played a good overall game, but there's just some decision-making down the stretch that wasn't completely on point. And that's more so what I mean when we talk about like the Cavs throughout 82 games and certain stretches of the season. You're not always going to be completely mentally locked in for every single game, and that's what I think happened tonight. It's really not an effort issue. I just don't think they haven't been on their P's and Q's, and that tends to happen in the regular season.
Late game execution will be the reason we lost this game, not for anything else. And it's not something where I'm like, well, they won't close against the Celtics because they couldn't close against the Miami Heat in March.
Yeah. Let's see. One stop here. Great defense on the inbounds. No one was open.
Kyle Anderson was frazzled.
He had nowhere to go with that thing. Good defense right there.
I feel like that honestly.
Tough. Who do they have that can really shoot? Duncan, basically, and Terry. I know Bam has hit threes, but they're pretty comfortable with most of the guys on the floor right now.
With no timeouts left for Miami, I feel like that kind of opens the door to foul.
Yeah. We'll see what they end up doing. Slow-mo inbound ball feels ironic. Yeah. Scary Terry. I'll wait till after.
Don't even.
Yeah. I'll give it 45 seconds. We'll come back to that, Jarrett.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah, please, Lord, do not foul a three-point shooter. That's the only thing I care about. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm blocking it. Just don't foul three-point shooter. They've done that a couple times recently.
I'm trying to think. What was the game recently where they fouled twice?
Detroit?
It away.
I
think it was Detroit.
Yeah, and then Darius hit the game winner.
Yeah, they almost choked that away. They were up like 10 with a minute left.
Oh, Miami does have a challenge remaining. So I guess they could have challenged that Haywood Highsmith play, but
Well,
glad they didn't.
hope they enjoyed that.
Yeah. All right, here we go, Cavs. One more stop. So you got Okoro on the floor, DeAndre Hunter, Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley. Okoro is on Terry Rozier.
Smart.
Looks like Robinson's going to flare. Uh-oh. That's a stepped out.
Stepped out.
Go. Let's go.
Oh.
Ooh, he hit that 3 too.
that
That was a good play right there. But Robinson stepped out. Look at the crowd giving it to Duncan.
Yep, that one dude in the polo.
Man, good job by Max Strus for fighting through those screens.
That looks so close.
It's very close. Good job for Max Strus getting through that screen to make Duncan Robinson put the ball on the floor. Because that play almost resulted in an open shot. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Get the ball over. Nice. All right, Darius, 2 free throws, easy. We might as well end the stream right now. He's going to sink both of them, game over. You know,
all right, good
Darius, Darius is going to hit both of these. No worries. I feel extremely confident. Scary Terry, by the way. You know, the last 2 years, really, when's the last time he burned us? I feel like he hasn't played that good against us recently. Am I forgetting something? I feel like we've done a good job against him. Oh, you know what? I think last year he actually hit a game winner on us, or like a go-ahead bucket. But other than that, we've done a good job.
Kind of unsettling, Terry.
He didn't play good this season against us, that's for sure. Darius already hit the first one. He's going to hit the second too. Go ahead, bet it, put it in the books. It's happening. DG, both free throws. Sweat-free bet. I mean, he's sinking this. Bottom of the net. Come on, guys.
Ayo.
Come on, man. Double-double for DG. Another dub. We've clinched the playoffs. We've won 12 in a row. Didn't have to come back from down 15 this time. Instead, we blew a 15-point lead, but we didn't have to come back from down 15, which was pretty nice.
I think
another victory.
And we've clinched, fellas.
We have clinched the playoffs, and it is still daylight savings time hasn't even happened. The clocks haven't even gone back, and we've clinched the playoffs.
Farmers are still in the dark.
Yeah. What a game. I mean, it wasn't the most fun game because it was a bit stressful at times, but the Cavs, even when they don't shoot the ball well, they pull out a victory. So we're going to try something a little different here. I thought of this recently. I want to do like a quick 10-minute mini pod. Okay, it's gonna be like a 10-minute mini podcast. We're basically just gonna recap the game, and then I'm gonna clip this and upload it to YouTube. So me and Corey are just gonna get into this because I'm typing the grades for Fear the Sword after this, so it can't be too long. But give me a second. I'm gonna take the game off the screen here. I have no idea how this is gonna go because it's basically just gonna be a free-flowing discussion. Usually I have like pre-planned topics, but we're gonna do a quick 10-minute max pod real quick. And I'm also going to pull up the box score so we have that ready to go. So give me 1 second. In the chat, feel free to give us drop your takes, drop your thoughts, ask questions. Like we just want to keep this basically an open discussion. I just think it would be fun to do a quick post-game recap. All right, I got the box score ready. Here we go. I'm not even going to do an intro. We're just going to do it naturally.
Wow. Free flow.
Yeah.
Look at you.
So the Cleveland Cavaliers, they defeat the Miami Heat after what was a little bit of a rock fight at times. They score 112 points. That's pretty low for the Cavs nowadays. You know, they're usually putting up 120, 130, even on the off nights, but they end up beating the Miami Heat 112 to 107. At one point in the game, they led by 17 points, but the Cavs nearly blew a lead, hung on at the end, end up getting the win by executing in the clutch, even though there were some questionable decisions down the stretch. But nonetheless, they clinch a playoff spot before daylight savings time. As we said, daylight savings times, the clock hasn't even gone back yet, and the Cavs have already clinched a playoff spot. It's been a pretty amazing season. This game won't go on the highlight reel probably, but Corey, instant reactions, instant thoughts, Cavs Heat, what do you got?
Another example of how the Cavs cannot necessarily start games off well, but as the game goes on, it feels like they kind of correct themselves throughout. I mean, in this game, it was a little more of subtle changes throughout the game. There wasn't ever really a stretch outside of, I believe, around the third quarter where the Cavs had a double-digit lead offensively, but it kind of crumbled. And instead of kind of some teams would just ship it in at that point. I mean, the Cavs have every right to. It feels like when you're riding the stretches that they're on, one loss really isn't going to do a lot. And we talked about it on the stream. I don't know if this team was really circling their calendar, being like, we really need to clinch this game. Like they didn't feel like the motivation was there, but they had showed how to adapt to what Miami was throwing at them. There were instances where they were really struggling with the zone. And as we saw in the last 5 minutes, they were picking apart the zone on almost every possession, whether it was DeAndre Hunter. Max Strus was playing really well towards the end of the game. Mobley had some good stretches, and there were some weird turnovers by Mitchell near the end, which we highlighted, but they are more blips than detrimental blows to the team. So I think there's little things you can take away, even if they ended up losing this game. I wouldn't say this is something that you're going to be kind of using against them in your postseason predictions, but good teams win even when it's ugly. And the Cavs once again have won an ugly one. And we're on a stretch of 3 games where that seems to be the case.
Yeah, 3 straight, relatively ugly wins on a overall streak of 12 straight wins overall. You mentioned the zone tonight. So Miami played a bunch of zone defense. It's kind of an Eric Spoelstra staple at this point. And throughout the game, it gave the Cavs a decent amount of troubles. Like I said, 112 points. Last year, we would have taken 112 and been happy, right? Like we would have been giving out free French fries and everything. Now, the in-arena scores, you got to hit 120 to give away the free French fries because this Cavs team, Kenny Atkinson, has them scoring the ball like crazy. So 112 for this era of the Cavs. They kind of, shout out to Miami. They played really good defense tonight. They were scrambling. They didn't give up many open threes. And one of the main things that I hear people talk about when they give Kenny Atkinson a lot of credit is his adaptability and his ability to adjust on the fly. And I think we saw that in this game against the zone. You mentioned it down the stretch. They just picked apart that zone, having Donovan Mitchell flash to the top and especially DeAndre Hunter come up to the free throw line, get the ball right in the middle there and either shoot the floater or throw a lob to Evan Mobley, which we haven't seen him really throw many assists so far in his Cleveland career. He had 2 tonight. So that was awesome to see. I thought DeAndre Hunter overall, even though he shot 0 of 4 from the 3-point line, he was a team high plus 18. He scored 16 points. He shot 6 of 12 from the floor. Again, just getting to the middle of the zone, he really wreaked havoc there. And you mentioned it, winning ugly. The good teams win ugly. For most of this game, the Cavs were shooting about 30% from the 3-point line. They finished the night shooting 35%, and it's because they hit 3 straight threes in the closing minutes. Max Strus hitting 2 of them. And just the Cavs, again, picking apart the zone and getting open looks down the stretch of the game. It was the difference maker. You mentioned Donovan Mitchell, some questionable turnovers. Overall, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He did have the 5 turnovers, but what did you think of the game from Mitchell and Garland, who finished with 15 points, 10 assists?
I thought it was a performance we've come to expect from both the guards. I think Garland had a fairly average game for what we've seen from him, and that's not saying that it was a bad game. I think Garland's just been the model of consistency for the Cavs over this season. And Mitchell had a good statistical game. I think he really helped buoy the Cavs when they were necessarily struggling. I was disappointed in the closing minutes of Mitchell with his decision-making. Tony hit on this a lot during the end of the stream, that it felt like at times the Cavs were overthinking it or trying to get too cute with what they were trying to do to close possessions, whether it was Mitchell not taking the open man and instead trying to create something out of nothing. The Mobley pass around the restricted area was not necessarily a bad decision, but it obviously had too much sauce on it. Mobley could not handle it at the speed, but there was also easier options out there than trying to force it over a double to feed Mobley into the post. And then towards the end of the game, Miami was looking to foul. Mitchell was kind of dribbling with the ball a little loosely, and Kyle Anderson was able to pick it out of there. So those are two things that if they lost, you could kind of point to that's the reason why they lost. But the fact of the matter is the Cavs didn't lose. They were able to overcome those. And that's what good teams do. They can overcome small mistakes down the stretch because they can rely on the defensive end or the offensive end, whatever is necessary at the given time.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said right there. I feel like mentally, the Cavs just were not completely locked in the way that they normally are. My AirPods just died in the middle of that sentence, so I think, yeah, I'm still coming out the right mic. We'll wrap this up quick then. But the Cavs, mentally, they didn't look like they were fully locked in. They made a lot of errors down the stretch of the game, as we've said a few times. Bam Adebayo, the onomatopoeia, as people are calling him, 34
The
points.
youths.
34 points, 12 rebounds. He hit 3 threes tonight. So Miami, they shot pretty well overall throughout the game, and they were playing very good defense. The Cavs, there's a couple more things that I want to hit on before we wrap up. I mentioned DeAndre Hunter had the 16 points off the bench, but the reason why they're so strong, even on off nights, even when they aren't playing that great, is they have so much depth that they can rely on. Ty Jerome tonight, 12 points, 5 big rebounds from Jerome. And he didn't even play good. He shot 4 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, which isn't bad, but he still gave you 12 points in 24 minutes. Certain stretches of the game, he was able to help you and raise your floor up. Okoro, I thought played really well, and something that I've had trouble really putting into, showing it in a tangible way. He's been playing well recently, but you look at the box score, it's only 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. Granted, he only played 10 minutes, but I feel like Okoro has really settled into a groove with this team since coming back from that shoulder injury. He shot 3 of 5 from the floor tonight, 1 of 2 from the 3. I just think that he looks like an active member of the offense. This is something that we've talked about for years with Okoro. He's no longer standing in the corner waiting for the ball. He's had multiple plays over the last few games where he catches it, attacks a closeout, kicks it out, and just gets the defense into rotation. It's not leading straight to assists, but he's getting the defense into rotation. He's dribbling the ball. He's putting it on the floor. He's no longer just they're not trying to hide him anymore. He's an active member. And so that's big to me. And I thought that he played really good tonight. Dean Wade, only 11 minutes, 2 points. It was a little bit of cardio Dean tonight, but still
he was there.
He was out there. But the fact that you can have a game where, all right, Dean, you don't have it tonight. You're only playing 11 minutes. DeAndre Hunter, you're playing 24. Such a huge luxury for this Cavs team. They have an embarrassment of riches. Even Max Strus really was invisible for most of the night. Then he hits 2 big threes down the stretch and gets a couple nice rebounds. So this Cavs team, we didn't even mention Evan Mobley, 16 points, 13 rebounds. You just go down the box score, and they have so many options who can fill in when someone else isn't playing good. And if you just get a couple good stretches from your role players, you end up winning 12 in a row. So do you have any final takes, closing thoughts as we wrap up here?
I'd say something that's not really mentioned as much with great teams is that you are basically the team that everyone circles on their calendar. So you're going to get everyone's best push most nights. And this was a good example of that. An undermanned Miami team gave you their fastball, gave you the best version of a game that they could probably muster with the players that they had available. And even on what you would describe as a okay to below average night from your team, are able to come away with a win. And that just shows that the Cavs, even if they're not, I think fans can get used to people or their team decimating other teams, but wins like this are equally as impressive, not in the sense that you walk away being like, wow, they are just playing a sensational game, but they execute when it's necessary, and that's what elite teams do when every team that goes and plays them is giving it their best effort.
Yeah, 100%. They never let this game get out of their control, even when Miami was throwing some punches. Again, I can't stress enough, Miami played a really good game tonight. All credit in the world to them. They played well on offense. Their defensive game plan definitely took the Cavs by surprise at times, but there's a reason why we're the number 1 team in the NBA. There's a reason why we've won 12 straight. It's our 3rd double-digit win streak of the season. Yes, they've had some, dog fights recently, but they've managed to pull out the victory each time. And this team just over and over again, picking up wins in the clutch. I don't think it's something that we should overlook because the clutch was not their strong suit in years past. So I know you're saying, oh, well, I wish that we were blowing these teams out or we're winning by a bunch or we're not making tiny errors down the stretch, but they're closing games. They're closing games. A win is a win at the end of the day. And how many times last year did we feel like we were in a position to win and then we beat ourselves at the end? Felt like it happened all the time the last 3 years. So the fact that we are overcoming tiny errors and still overall getting the win, it's just a great feeling. And it's been a great season. And I think that's going to do it for this stream. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to everyone who stayed around for the mini post-game pod. Hoping to do this after the streams now, just because it's, another way to share our thoughts and get some more content up on YouTube. So thank you for that. The chat is going to get an A++ as always. I'm about to go type the grades. But Corey, it was a great stream. Go